play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Reports!
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. The videos you're about to watch are 2 Tau battle reports, one for free, one in the vault, the link below. These were filmed before the FAQ came out. I've been sitting on them for a while because they were supposed to be for the Tau faction focus, but then the FAQ came out, and so I haven't had a chance to reshoot them, so I just thought, you know what, let's get these out. So enjoy, but realize this is from before the FAQ, so there will be rules mistakes based on what the FAQ changed. Enjoy. Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to this Tau faction-focused battle report. That's right, you asked for it, and you're getting it, whether you like it or not. You get a Tau faction focus. We're getting a lot of comments asking for this one, and for the Imperial Guard one, and for Space Wolves one. I know we may have already actually posted the Space Wolves one. Dave's been working on it. Imperial Guard we haven't been working on yet, but I do plan on doing that one because there's a lot to talk about with the Astra Militarum, and I've been playing against them a lot, so I've been getting very familiar with what they can do. And so today, there are going to be 4 videos posted, just like when those first 2 weeks when the 8th edition came out. There's going to be 2 Tau battle reports, and there's going to be 2 Tau reviews, one focusing on just like looking at what they can do, and the second one focusing on tactics or list building, just like before. All of those are available already. I suggest you watch the battle reports first and then go watch the reviews, that way, because there might be spoilers in the reviews themselves. All will be available in the links in the video description below. Of course, this first battle report is free. The second one is in the MiniWarGaming Vault. I got Dan here from upstate New York,
Oneonta.
Apparently nobody's ever heard of that. So.
A relatively small town.
But it's upstate New York.
Yes, not the city.
Not New York City.
Right.
Not the Big Apple. And now you were mentioning before that you actually have your own YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, here with another guy, Taylor. We've got a channel called For Whom the Die Rolls on YouTube, so you guys can check that out.
Is there a specific URL, or what they just search for?
We don't have a URL yet.
Okay.
We don't have enough subscribers, but yeah.
So just For Whom the Die Rolls.
Yep.
And what do you do on your channel?
Battle reports. We got like 1 unboxing so far. Pretty new. We just started up. Have a handful of videos, but if you like the more bantery type videos, check it out.
Well, we'll try to remember to put a link in the description below too.
Ooh,
when you see this video go up, if you don't see a link, just shoot me an email. I'll add it really fast. Because honestly, I want to put it in. So just remind me if I don't do it. So we're going to be playing Tau versus Admech, 2,000 points. Today, this battle report, I am going to focus on the battlesuit aspect of the Tau. And in the Vault battle report, I'm going to not have the regular crisis battlesuits, because I want to try to see the 2 sides of it. There's always the 2 sides of the Tau. I know there's more to them than that, but the 2 sides being, people either playing super crisis battlesuit heavy, or like lots of infantry and tanks and stuff like that. So the next battle report will be more of the infantry and tanks. This one is all about the Montka, the killing blow, coming in and doing that. Although one of my commanders can also do the Kalyan, so the patient hunter. So that's pretty.
Either way, there's going to be a bunch of blue blood on the field.
Yes, all over the place. And you've got a big Admech army being led by Belisarius Call himself, and another tech priest, of course, because that's really only 2 HQ options that
only choices
Admech have now. And we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to take a look at the armies, and we'll talk about the scenario. Let's start by taking a look at the Tau, as they are our focus, and I think you've already seen the Admech faction focus by the time this one comes out. And so I'm basing this, I haven't played the Tau yet, but I've played against them. And I've watched lots of videos on them, and I've done lots of reading, and I've talked to other people who have played them. And there's various opinions on what the really good loadouts are. But I'm not a big fan of most of the ideal loadouts that people are talking about, just because they feel kind of spammy to me. But we're still going to try them, because I have to give the stuff that's supposed to be good a try, and then I can kind of tone it down if I need to. That's assuming that this is really good. I really have no idea, especially against Admech, whether it'll be good. So we've got a battalion detachment here. That's just your standard one with my 2 HQs. That's why you're seeing some Kroot and some Fire Warriors, because I needed to bring 3 troop choices. But mostly it's going to be focusing on the elites, the HQs, and the heavy. So I have 2 commanders who are my 2 HQ choices. Now, there's going to be a lot of Markadaving here, and if you don't know what that is, it just means lots of proxying, because the loadouts in 7th edition for Tau were very different. For example, you could bring 4 weapons on the commander in 7th edition, but there really was no reason to, because you could only ever actually fire 2 of them. You could bring multiple weapons on the crisis battlesuits, but once again, you could only fire 2 of them, so there was no reason to. So you focus a lot more on support systems. Well, we're not seeing a lot of support systems here. There are some, which we will talk about. So I've got 2 loadouts that I was that basically doing a bit of research and talking to Colin as well, who's played a bunch and done his own research, that he suggests. One is the Air Burst Fragmentation Cannon Advanced Targeting System Commander. So he has 3 Air Burst Fragmentation Cannons and an Advanced Targeting System support system. The Advanced Targeting System gives you +1 to the AP of all your weapons, and the Air Burst Fragmentation Cannons are basically AP1 normally, so now they'll be AP2, or AP-2, I should say. And so he's just really good at dealing a lot of shots and just relatively good strength and AP. And he's going to be accompanied by 2 marker drones. And I chose marker drones rather than gun drones or shield drones just because I really wanted to have a lot of marker lights. And they still double up nicely as the ability to take wounds, to have wounds allocated to them, and also to screen the commanders. Because you can't, they act as a separate unit once they're deployed. And that means that you can't fire at the commander if the drones are closer. So it keeps the commander alive a little longer. And then we have the other commander, and once again, he actually doesn't have any of the weapons that I gave him. He's got 4 fusion blasters! 4 fusion blasters! Now, if you don't know what a fusion blaster is, it's basically an 18-inch range melt-a-gun. They are strength 8. They are good AP. They do D6 damage, and if you're within half range, they actually get to roll 2d6 and take the best one when they do their damage rolls. And there's 4 of them. And commanders, by the way, have a ballistic skill of 2+, which is just ridiculous. So yeah, these guys are going to drop in, and they have the Manta Strike special rule where they can get set up in a Manta. It's basically Deep Strike. That they, at the end of any movement phase, they drop in more than 9 inches away. So I won't be able to get within the melter range of the fusion. But I know I could bring stealth suits with homing beacons to help me with that, but that's a lot of extra points, and I was already shaving off points when I tried to build this list, which was very unusual because I'm used to building Tau lists where I build my army and realize I still have a few more 100 points that I can bring. But he's got 2 marker drones as well. All my drones are going to be marker drones. I just decided for those just because I figured the extra gun drone fire support really wasn't worth it. These are a couple more points expensive, but that's okay. And my troop choice really quick. 2 groups of 10 carnivore. They're just regular guys. They'll be bubble wrapping important things, running for objectives, maybe doing a little bit of damage, but they're not that strong. But they're not bad either. In close combat, they have a weapon skill of 3+ now. And they're strength 4, but still only 1 attack each. So, and their guns are rapid fire, strength 4, so that's nice. And my other troop choice is a group of fire warriors. I didn't want to bring any fire warriors because I wanted to wait for the next one, but I was over points by like 20, and a group of 5 fire warriors is cheaper than a group of Kroot carnivore. So I brought 5 of them with a marker drone as well. And then just for fast attack, I got 2 groups of 5 pathfinders, so they got marker lights as well, just because I want to give that extra support. And then we got 3 groups in our elites. We got 2 groups of battle suits and 1 group of bodyguard. Now, I have a question. Why would you... I didn't do it in this one, but why would you not make all of them bodyguard? Let me tell you the difference. In the Crisis battle suits, you can have a Chasvray in there. He's free. And the regular battle suits have 2 attacks and a leadership 7, and the Chasvray has 3 attacks, leadership 8. Other than that, they are identical. The bodyguards are simply 3 Chasvray, but they cost 3 points more. So they are 42 points per battle suit with no weapons. So you end up, I think these battle suits are like 88 points apiece. And there's 3 more points for a bodyguard. And then they all get 3 attacks, and they all get leadership 8. Now, I don't know, I can't see why you wouldn't just pay the 3 more points and make them all Chasvrays, essentially. The only other difference between the 2, and this is a good thing for the bodyguard, is if they are within 3 inches of any character from the same set, then they can, on a 2+, they can receive a mortal wound whenever that character loses a wound, and then that character ignores that wound. And they don't lose any of the special rules of the Crisis battle suits, which like the Manta Strike, where they can deep strike in, and all those other things too. So I didn't do it because it didn't feel right to have 3 groups of bodyguard. Although we do have 2 commanders, so I totally could have said fluff-wise that it was it. But in the end, I have exactly 2,000 points, so maybe that's my answer. That if I brought the 3 more points each, that would be another 18 points. That would be dropping 2 marker drones. And if I drop these down, then I could fit pretty much, that's only 9 points, but almost another marker drone or a gun drone or something like that. So maybe that's why, because you lose a couple drones or a couple guys. But I don't know. Why don't you tell me your opinions in the comments below? And so what we have the regular battle suits. We got 2 groups of them, and these are not WYSIWYG because that's not what I wanted to try out. I want to, each of them is just going to have 3 missile pods. 3 missile pods. So that's 6 shots each at strength 7 and multiple damage, and I think they're AP -1 with 2 marker drones each, and they'll be dropping in from the back. And then we've got the group of bodyguard who are going to have 2 plasma rifles and a fusion blaster. So that's the research I did. Those seem to be the optimal conditions. Now, I know some people argue saying, well, you want 2 missile pods and a flamer. That'll help you with Overwatch. But I really wanted to try out just having more mass firepower. And I knew I was playing against Admech. I didn't know what army or what he was bringing exactly. But I know with Admech, you want more of the heavy-hitting firepower. If I was up against like Tyranids or something, or Astra Militarum, or lots of other armies, then a Flamer would be handy, because then Overwatch is really cool. And then in my heavy support, I got 2 broadsides with the high-yield missile pods and the smart missile systems. They are pretty beefy and pretty awesome. Lots and lots of shots. Now the Tau, if you, I will be talking about this in the faction focus reviews, but they have the for the greater good, a special rule, which basically, whenever you declare a charge against a unit of Tau, any units within 6 inches can actually fire Overwatch as well. However, if they do that, they cannot fire Overwatch again. At all, period, even if you charge them directly. So if you charge, let's say, this commander, and these units are within 6 inches, they could fire Overwatch, he could fire Overwatch. Let's say you failed the charge, he could still fire Overwatch, because he was just firing Overwatch normally. But since they used the for the greater good special rule, they could not fire Overwatch again. So you got to be a little careful how you decide to do that, especially if your unit or your opponent's about to multi-charge you with a lot of different things. You've got to pick out which one it is. So it's still really good for Overwatch, but it's not the same as before. And also we got our marker lights. Marker lights are interesting. You can only fire marker lights even though they're heavy weapons and they have pulse carbines, and you know the rules right now say you can fire all your weapons. The rule for marker light says you can only fire marker light. And essentially for every hit you put a marker on the unit, and that marker lasts till the end of that phase, not the turn. But they don't get used. You don't like target a unit and use a marker light to get +1 ballistic skill like before. Essentially there's a chart. If there's 1 marker light on them, you get to reroll 1s to hit, and everybody gets it against them, not just 1 unit. If there's 2, you can fire seeker missiles and destroyer missiles at full ballistic skill. If there's 3, I'm going to forget some of these. Basically, when you get to 5, you get +1 to hit. I think at 3, you ignore heavy, and you can fire heavy weapons with no penalty even if you moved, and you can fire assault weapons with no penalty even if you advanced. And yeah, there's some other ones in there we'll talk about as we're actually playing the game. And I'll cover it in the faction focus as well. I don't have it right in front of me. But essentially you fire your marker lights, you leave them on for the rest of the phase, and you get to have those advantages for that whole phase, which is nice. So I have a lot of them to hopefully give me that extra fire support to make each of my support suits that much more powerful. But yeah, that'll be 6 command points in total, 3 for being Battleforged, plus 3 for bringing a battalion detachment. That's my 2,000 points of Tau. And over here we have Dan's really, really well-painted Admech. I'm just going to kind of get a little closer shot. I like the color scheme a lot. Oh, I love that base. Where'd you get that base? Did you make it, or did you buy it?
That was from one of the Ruin sets.
Okay, cool.
On like the underside of it.
That's cool. And of course you got Call, the man in the machine himself. So why don't you, this is a battalion detachment as well?
Yes.
So why don't you walk us through what you decided to bring?
Alright, so obviously we start with Call is the Warlord. There's only 2 choices for HQ for Admech, so we got Call, and then he's backed up by Tech Priest Dominus. He's got the Volkite Blaster and a Phosphor Serpenta. He's got a round behind him, actually, but he's got that little gun. They're the HQ. For troops, we got a bunch of Skitarii. Infantry, we got 2 units of Vanguard. The guys in the middle here are actually the Forge World Peltasts. Little shout out to my buddy Charlie, got me those for Christmas. Thanks again for those. They're just going to count as Vanguard, so they'll have the radium carbines. The front unit here has the Alphas is Wissywig. He's got his Taser Goad and Phosphor Pistol. And then we got one, what's it called? Plasma Caliber, that one. They're pretty expensive, so I was only able to fit 1 in the unit. I usually bring 2, but I had to shave it off a little bit. And then behind them we got 1 unit of Rangers that have 2 arc rifles. Like the longer range guns with the longer range guns just makes sense to me. And then the last unit of troops, because it's all one army now, thank goodness. We've got the Cataphren Destroyers with 2 heavy grav cannons and 1 plasma culverin, however you say it. And then they each have the Cognis Flamer with them.
Now, they technically are still 2 different armies, but they share a keyword, which allows them to be brought together.
Right, they're all Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah,
there's still
Skitarii and called
yeah.
Mechanicus. But now with the way you build armies, you can easily bring them all together. But in order to get your doctrines, you can't bring something that's not Cult Mechanicus, right? So
well, no, everything has the
Sorry. Well, the Doctrine and Imperatives? Don't they all have that now?
Yeah, all of them have that.
But they only get to use it if your entire detachment is made up of Cult Mechanicus. Or Adeptus Mechanicus, sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah, all
sorry, not
yeah.
Cult Mechanicus.
Yeah,
Adeptus Mechanicus, that's what I meant to say. So as much as you can mix in other Imperium, like Space Marines or Assassins or Inquisitors, things like that, as soon as you do that, you lose that huge bonus. So you really do want to focus it. But that does make them feel like one big army rather than two that they're listed in the book as.
Yeah, which is nice, finally.
Yes.
My one elite is the Data Smith. He's his own unit now. I got him with the robots because it just makes sense to keep him there.
Well, he repairs them, right?
Yeah, he can repair them, and you have to have them nearby to change their protocol.
Right, which we did wrong in one of my battle reports. I think they've been right since then, but on a 2+ you can change it, but it doesn't change until your next turn.
Right, I'll probably forget to use them anyway.
But they're default to
Aegis is
Aegis,
good.
so that's good.
So the robots that he's going to be hanging out with are just going with like the basic loadout. With they both are going to take the fists and the Incending Combustors for a little bit of flamer action. I found the fists are just nice because I want them to get stuck in combat, and the fists do a ton of damage.
Yes.
So let's see if they can punch some Tau. Let's see, in the front here, the rest of my elites, we've got a little bit of both of the Sicarans. We've got the Infiltrators with Taser Goads and Flechette Blasters, so they can just shoot tons of little shards of metal at you, and then zap you. And then the Rust Stalkers with the Transonic Razors and Cord Claws, which work quite a bit different than they used to. Hopefully they get into combat to see that. And then we got 2 Onager Doom Crawlers for heavy support, which they can't be taken in units anymore, but that's okay because they just gave them a straight up 5-up invuln instead of like being better for having more in the same unit. So going with just 2 for now. And then in the back I got 3 units of 1 Sidonian Dragoon.
Those are your fast attack?
Yes. And they're all with the Taser Lance, and I have to double check, 1 or 2 of them have the Phosphorus Serpenta as well.
Nice. So 2,000 points, you got 6 command points as well, or does Call give you more?
Just 6 as far as I know.
Just 6, okay. We're going to be playing on this table. We haven't chosen our mission yet. We'll do that in a second. I just want to talk about the terrain a little bit. This is a mat, of course, from Table War. It's one of their fat mats. And you've seen this terrain before, our aquarium terrain, that Greenleaf terrain worked on. But we got some new stuff here that I haven't played with yet. I don't know if you've seen it in battle reports yet, because it just depends on the order these all go out. So this is just a small amount of the huge amount of terrain that Death Ray Design Studios sent us. And if it looks familiar, obviously it is inspired from the Dawn of War stuff. This is just the Imperius statue that I threw on top of them. But there's a lot more to it than this. I've just put a few of them on here to start to showcase it. Lee, and so he had some help, I think, from Colin and Luke as well, have assembled and painted these up. And we've got actually a few sets of these. They're going to be like Blood Angels, Space Wolves, and then just some regular ones. These are the Blood Angel ones, obviously. And so they look pretty cool. And we're just going to count them as just terrain. So only infantry can go up, and you got to be on it or blocked by it in order to get the cover. Same as before. Infantry have to be on it, and anything else just has to be blocked by it. Just like our typical MiniWarGaming scratch-built terrain rules for everything. And we got a lot of forests as well. So big thanks to Death Ray Designs and to Table War for providing such awesome stuff. And of course to Lee and Luke and Colin for getting it together, and Greenleaf Terrain for providing us so much stuff. We've rolled and we're going to be playing Cloak and Shadows. This is one I avoided in 7th edition because you hide your tactical objectives and it was always awkward to film, but I'm going to give it a try because it does have a little cool extra. Essentially, it's just a regular Maelstrom of War where you get 3 objectives per turn, or you redraw up to 3 objectives. But it has Cover of Darkness. If you shoot at somebody that's more than 18 inches away, you get -1 to the hit. And then there's a new stratagem that counters that. It's 1 command point, and it's flares. You select an enemy unit, and for the rest of the turn, you just don't get that -1 to hit, even if they're more than 18 inches away. Other than that, it's just tactical objectives, random game length, victory conditions are just what you draw, plus Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker. So roll to see who places objectives first. Higher always places first. Okay, let's re-roll. I'll take your die, you take mine. I got 1. You got 2, look at that. So you will be placing first, which means I will be the one to determine the deployment map. I rolled, and I actually rolled a 1 and got Spearhead Assault, which I haven't done before, so I'll keep that. It's not particularly advantageous or disadvantageous to me when I look at the board, just because a lot of my guys are going to be in reserve anyways, so I will not use a command point to re-roll that. Objective-wise, we have 1, 2, 3. We try to keep it thematic in this case. We both chose ones that looked like things that you'd want to get, and then we have 3 more over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to choose this side. And then that means we'll start deploying now, alternating, starting with Dan's army. And while we won't show all of deployment, I do want to talk about some things that are going to be happening. Do you have anything that can infiltrate or set up in Deep Strike?
The infiltrators have the infiltrate type rule.
Which is that before or after the first turn that they get to come in?
After.
So it's like normal one where it's just Deep Strike 9 inches away kind of thing? So they have that. Now, you've got 15 different things that are going to be set up because these guys are all individual and these are individual. And you don't have any transports or ways to bring them in together. So that means I will get to choose who goes first, except that, you know, season initiative and all that. The drones get set up with the unit that they are taken with. And so that'll lower my number of setups to 11. And as much as I shouldn't tell my opponent this right off the bat, I think he knows already that all these guys are going to be set up in deep strike, which gives me the advantage of being like, okay, first thing this, second thing this, third thing this, fourth thing that, fifth thing that. And my opponent has to basically deploy a bunch of his army before I even start deploying mine. As predicted, I did finish deploying first, even counting setting up all my guys in the mantas. I put my fire warriors here, and then I realized I made a mistake that I want to put my pathfinders there. And so I put them there too. I actually happen to leave a gap big enough. So they're both in coherency, which is kind of funny that they're all just like, hey, this is my spot. No, this is my spot. No, this is my spot. Got a lot of vanguard move to do too, as the Kroot and the pathfinders can move 7 inches before the first player's first turn. And so we'll be doing that on camera. So Kroot on one side near an objective, Kroot on another side near an objective, pathfinders out front. They're going to be vanguarding up here to get the cover and have good line of sight. Got my broadsides kind of out front. Seems kind of funny for them, but their smart missile systems are 30-inch range. And so if he decides to sit back with his little Griblies, I want to have range on them. And I know it does make them a little more susceptible, but I have a good chance of getting first turn because I finished first, so I'll be able to choose myself as first player. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. And then the AdMech deployed. They finished deploying last because he had a few more units than me. Well, not a few more units, but a few more deployments than me because all those drones deploy together with the unit that they were brought with, even though this counted as a separate unit afterwards. So it's got his heavy guys in the back here. You've done your best to prevent bubbles of where I can drop in, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no spot right there?
No.
So you've already measured it all to keep the 9 inches away. So basically if I get first turn, I can only drop my guys in out front, which, you know, sucks, but at the same time doesn't mean that they won't be able to do a lot of damage. And then he's got just, you can see the battle line here. You can see exactly how the deployment works. You can kind of see it on my side because you can see the line going like that as well. It's an interesting deployment type. It does force you to really consider what you're going to put out front because these guys are closer than your typical one. They're closer than 24 inches away. But at the same time, it means that these guys back here are further than they typically are. So it's actually a little less deployment than you normally would get, but allowing you to get a little more forward deployment. So I am going to choose to go first, but would you like to try to seize the initiative?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. On a 6, he sees. Oh, he didn't even have to use a command point.
I was thinking about it too.
Oh, all right, we both have 6 command points, and we're going to AdMech turn 1. We got a few things to do before you even start your turn. Before anything else, before the first player's first turn, I do my vanguard moves. And so my Kroot and Pathfinders can move up to 7 inches. They have to stay more than 9 inches away from the enemy, which won't be a problem. Knowing that you are going first, I have these guys in a position basically to tuck back to prevent you from being able to get this objective if you draw it, because I know you have some guys that can drop in. Your infiltrators are camouflaged. I have no idea where they are right now. And so I'm just going to kind of wrap an area to force you a little further away from them. And these Pathfinders are going to move. It's 3 inches up. I've already actually measured this. I measured it during their deployment so that 7 inches, 4 inches over and 3 inches up will get them perfectly. Oh, he's got a metal gun, so he's going to fall over every time. Gets them perfectly all onto here. These Pathfinders are finally there. I wish the Fire Warriors had the Vanguard. I'd stick them somewhere else instead. These Kroot are going to spread out as well. Same idea as the other ones. We're just trying to prevent your infiltrators from coming in. I'm going to have to just obviously make sure we stay in coherency. And I'm going to double check that coherency now. Next, at the beginning of each battle round, not the beginning of your turn, so we got to do that now, you got your Tentacles, the Omnissiah. Now you can either roll this or pick it, but if you pick it, you can never pick the same one more than once, although you could roll it. Now you have a call, Belisarius Call, which gives you a +1 or -1 to this table. So do you want to roll or do you want to pick?
I think for first turn I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with Shroud Psalm, so everything's going to count as being in cover.
So you don't want to roll and hope to roll 3, 4, or 5?
No, we'll go with that.
So you'll never be able to choose Shroud Psalm again?
That's fine.
So units, yeah, so basically everybody counts as being in cover. And now you get to draw 3 objectives. So I'm holding the camera, but I'm going to turn my head, and I want you just to don't say them, just put them down in front of the camera, and then hide them again. Don't keep them turned over. Make sure you flip them over. So you see what they are. I'm not looking, I promise. Got it.
All right.
Now, at the start of your movement phase, you can change the protocols if there is a data smith within 6 inches. On a 2+, it successfully changes. They, by default, start an Aegis defense, which gives them +1 to all their saves. So they have a 2+ save and a 4-up invuln. Do you want to change the protocol?
For this turn, I'm going to stick with Aegis, keep that save for when...
No, it doesn't change until next turn.
Right.
So if you change it next turn, it'll be the turn after that. So you're okay with Aegis for 2 turns in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not even going to attempt to change it then.
I'm going to start with the Dragoons, running up their 10 inches.
Are they running, or are they just moving?
Sorry, yeah, they're moving.
I know, you want to say they advance, but advance actually means run, but you can't say run because then people assume that you mean advance.
Right.
Now these guys, and these guys have the rule that if they advance, they only go D3 extra inches instead of D6, but they also have the rule that they can move and fire heavy weapons with no penalty. Unless they advance, they can't fire them at all.
Doomcraw's going to move over so I can get line of sight on those broadsides.
Now, there is the rule in effect that if you're firing more than 18 inches away, you get -1 to your hit rolls.
I'm going to spread out these Vanguard a bit, keep up those bubbles of denying.
No, you may not drop from the manta right beside all my guys and kill me in my
Please
first
don't.
turn. Noted.
Robots are going to advance up, so they got their movement 8+. Ooh,
5, nice, 13 inches. Jeez, now I'm scared. You know, I just said that, but I just realized you advance, so you can't charge. You ain't no gene stealer. Data Smith wants to keep up with them, though, right?
Okay, yeah, he's gonna advance up his 6 inches +1.
Wait up, guys. I need to help.
Wants to go check out this land speeder for some reason.
He just won't be able to. He won't be able to change their protocols next turn. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Right, Ranger's gonna move up so they can get some more range with their arc rifles.
What's the range of the arc rifles?
24.
Yeah.
But the other guns are 30, so gotta get a little bit closer.
Are they rapid fire? The arc rifles are assault, but the guns are rapid fire. Is that right?
Yes. Tech Priest's gonna move up his 6. Get in range of his Volkite blaster. Alright, Call's gonna get out of the way.
He's in the way of the Cataphrons right now.
He's gonna move over that way.
Or the
destroyers.
destroyers.
Keep it that way. And he's gonna move up his 5 inches to just get in range of the broadsides, and we'll keep coherency. Because you know rules.
Yes.
Rustalkers are gonna advance their 8 inches +1.
1! Woohoo! Want to use a command point to reroll that?
No.
Oh, you don't want to burn through your command points? I want you to burn through your command points.
Alright, so Dragoon's gonna advance, so he's got his 10 inches +. Ooh,
Nice.
he's
16
going real
inches.
far.
Little chicken walker.
Yes. Vanguard here, just gonna tuck up behind this broken Valkyrie.
Getting ready to try to take the data from that one objective.
Maybe.
I don't know what your objectives are.
If I remember.
Everybody's done moving, so it's technically the end of your movement phase. Would you like to bring in your guys from
gonna-
being camouflaged?
They're gonna undo their concealment.
Boogity boogity! That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So they turned out that they were camouflaging by masking themselves with those big old robots.
They're
With the
hiding
robots.
among their legs the whole time.
Yeah. Or the legs open up and they come out. That's what they say happened. It's not. We're making our own transports. If you're not allowed to make transports, we're going to pretend that you're transports. Just readjusting to stay away from those pathfinders.
Yeah.
Shooting phase.
So the what's it called?
Crabwalker. Crabwalker.
Crabwalker. He's gonna take his shots at the broadsides. I feel like Steve turned on the camera and I forget what things are called.
The duders? They're going to fire at the duders.
The big blue duders. So he's gonna get D3 shots here.
So this is the neutron laser, D3 shots, so two shots.
He's gonna.
Now normally he's a 3+ ballistic skill, but you're more than 18 inches away, so you're going to get -1 to your rolls. So essentially you need 4 or higher to hit. 1 hit, so it doesn't matter. Strength 10 against my toughness 5. Ooh, you double it out.
Ooh, 2s.
So 2s to wound.
All right.
Oh, good thing. I've got a 2+ save on the broadsides, but the neutron laser is -4. But I am in cover in relation to where you are. I'm going to put it on the front guy just so we know, but it doesn't matter for me to really declare it until I roll this. So my 2+ gets a -4, becomes a 6+, but it gets the +1, so it becomes a 5+. Yay! Cover for the win! And the heavy stubber on the other guy is not in range of anything. So then same thing from this one.
Yep.
You want to target the broadsides again, you get D3 shots.
All that to the same.
Oh, 3 this
shots.
time. Still -1 to hit because it's nighttime, and apparently in 40,000 years we haven't figured out how to use night vision. So you hit on 4s instead of 3s. Oh, still no 3s. No nearby tech priest to give any rerolls, but you are trying to prevent me from dropping in, so that's why they are spread out like that. So only 1 hit again, wounding on a 2. Strength 10 versus toughness 5. There's our wound. Oh,
there we go.
Big time fail. So you do d6 damage, but minimum 3. And I have 6 wounds on each broadside. So you roll 6, you kill him.
Yeah.
1,
All right,
so 3
we
damage.
are going to use the command point there.
Oh, you do want to
Because I
reroll.
want more damage.
Okay, because you got your 3 no matter what you roll.
True.
So you're going to reroll it then?
Yes.
5,
There we go.
almost
That's
kills
better.
him. So the nearest one is down to 1 wound, just like that, walloped.
So the infiltrators here are going to use their flechette blasters to shoot the pathfinders with 5 shots each.
Only 4 of them are in range, though.
Correct. Oh, I guess-
What's their ballistic skill normally? You're not more than 18 inches away, so you're not getting -1 to hit. I'm assuming that they are 3+ to hit.
They are.
So 3s to hit on these 20 shots. Okay. So you're just straight up strength 3, AP nothing, so you're looking at 4s to wound. Strength 3 versus toughness 3. Oh, it was a good
That
wound
was
roll made up for
much
your
better.
hit roll.
Yeah.
Pathfinders are 5 up armor, but they are fully in cover, so I get +1 to my armor save, so basically I need 4 pluses. Oh, there's first blood
wow.
for you. You just killed all 5 of them, just like that.
That's better than expected.
Yeah, flechette blasters for the win. First blood!
So first up, we're going to have the arc rifles shoot into the broadsides, try to finish off that one dude, and then the galvanic rifles are going to shoot into the other pathfinders.
These Pathfinders right here?
Yeah.
So they're rapid fire 1 on the arc rifles, is that right?
Yep.
You're more than 18 inches away, I think. We should check that. And you are more than 18 inches away, so you're hitting on 4s instead of 3s.
So we can do. I got
Oh,
one.
you still haven't rolled those 3s to make this matter. These are strength 6, so you're looking at 3s to wound against toughness 5.
Ooh.
And it's -1, but I have a 2-up save, and actually I should check if they're in cover from your point of view. This one is not in cover, so the unit only gets the cover save if the whole unit has cover. So that 2-up becomes a 3-up. 6. Didn't matter. Then the galvanic rifles into my other Pathfinder squad. 8 shots, once again hit on 4s instead of 3s because it's nighttime. Jeez.
Wow,
Well, there's a
that's
3. Strength 4, so 3s to wound. 4 wounds. Galvanic rifles, actually, if you roll 6+ to wound, they have an AP of -1, but you didn't roll any 6s, we checked. And so I just get my 5-up cover, 5-up armor, but I'm totally in cover, so it becomes 4-up. There we go. Good thing about that 4-up, eh? 1 dies.
Tech Priest Dominus going to shoot his Volkite blaster at the broadsides, try to finish off that one guy.
How many shots normally?
3.
Now, you're normally 2 pluses to hit, but you're more than 18 inches away, so it's 3+ to hit.
And
Oh, and it's a heavy weapon.
Right.
And he moved, so it'd be a 4+ to hit.
see what we can do.
Oh,
All right.
There you go. Now, this is only strength 6, AP nothing, 1 damage, but if you roll 6s to wound, I take a mortal wound in addition to the wounds. So you're looking at 3s to wound, but if you get a 6, you just straight up kill him. Oh, 1 and a 2.
Destroyer's going to try to finish off that broadside with the heavy grab cannon.
Only 1's in range. So you get 5 shots. Normally you're a 4+ ballistic skill, but you're more than 18 inches away, so you're now going to need 5s. But you get to reroll everything. Now this is where we get that whole weird reroll before modifier thing. So when you roll these dice, any 4s that you roll, even though we know they are going to be misses, you don't get to reroll them. So what we basically mean here is that you normally need a 4+ to hit, so go ahead and roll it. Do me a favor, roll a 4 so we can demonstrate it.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
So we have, right now before modifiers, technically we have 2 misses. And so those are the ones you get to reroll. Even though we know this one is going to become a miss, we don't get to reroll it because you reroll before modifiers. Now, if you think I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but you are 100% wrong. Unless they change the FAQ, which, you know what, if they do, I am happy to be wrong. But they actually came out with a designer commentary. They did clarify that, yes, rules is written, it works that way, and that is what we want you to do. So you only get to reroll those 2. And, well, okay, doesn't matter. You're going to kill me anyways. But the 4 now becomes a miss. Dude, 4 hits? Even without getting to reroll that 4.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so strength 5. So you're looking at 4s to wound. You don't get to reroll anything there.
No.
1 damage apiece, but if they fire against something that has at least a 3-up armor save, they become D3 damage. And I do have a 2-up save. So I gotta roll my saves first. Unfortunately, I do not have cover because you can see the 1 guy, so my 2-up gets -3, becomes a 5-up. Ah, you got them both. So that first one, we don't even have to roll the D3 because you're just going to kill the last guy. Yeah, the damage does not carry over, so we don't care what you roll for that. And then D3 damage on the second one. 1. Is down to 5. That's all you're shooting?
Yep.
Do you have any charges you'd like to declare? You are within range. These guys could declare a charge. They cannot because they advanced. Would they like to declare a charge against the broadside?
That was the intent of putting them there to begin with, but remembering the For Greater Good and Overwatch and everything, they're gonna.
And I killed the nearest one to make your charge even harder.
Yeah, added a couple inches to the charge, so they're gonna sit tight and just be happy that they got me first blood.
Okay, then we go to the morale phase then, because there's no fight phase. In the morale phase, I would have to take a morale test on this broadside, but he's leadership 8, and so he don't care that one guy left, so he's not sad. And the Pathfinders here were destroyed, and these Pathfinders are leadership 7. So we're losing one guy. Even if a 6 actually on Pathfinders and Fire Warriors is an auto pass because they have the Bonding Knife ritual. But either way, even if it wasn't, then I would still not die. Now we look at your objectives. Now we don't actually look at them unless you've achieved them. But you just pointed out to me that you had one that you could not achieve, period. And so you should have actually discarded it. Big Game Hunter, because I have nothing that has 10 or more wounds in my army. And our house rule is we discard ones that, based on the original list, are not achievable. And so draw a new one. Don't show it to me. Show it to the audience. Okay. Now, did you achieve any of your objectives?
Got one.
Which one?
Oh, that one.
It was defend.
Oh, defend.
No, it's defend.
No, that's different.
No, but it does. You get tactical objectives at the end of each turn now, including my own. So as long as you hold objective 6 at the end of the end of my turn, then you'll still have it. But the problem is you just revealed it.
Yeah. So now you know.
And so now I know what to try to go after.
Oops.
Do you want to throw away any of these objectives? You can throw away one per turn.
I do.
You don't have to tell me what it is. Just throw it away. Show it to the audience, though. To be fair, though, that's a Datasmith that's holding that objective number 6. There's no way he'll be the closest model, and he is a character, and I don't have any snipers or things like that, so I'm not going to be able to get you off of it, even though now I know that that's your objective. So the score at the end of your turn is 1-0 because you did get first blood.
Yeah.
And you did a lot of damage. You killed 6 Pathfinders in total and one of my broadsides. That is pretty nasty. And considering that you were just doing long-range fire and a lot of your guys just ran up. And now you got these guys close in, and the Aegis protocol gives you +1 to your saves. It doesn't give them a 2+ save and a 4+ save. I want to point that out. Because their invulnerable save has a special rule, that when you roll their invulnerable save, which is 5+, if you roll 6+, then the unit firing at them takes a mortal wound. So when you get the Aegis protocol that gives you +1 to your saving throws, now when you roll 5s or 6s, because those become 6s and 7s, I take mortal wounds. So it's important to make the distinction between, when we say +1 to hit, so now you're a 2+ to hit, that's short form for the modified die roll. But when it comes to rules like that, it's really important that you remember that the modified die roll will also modify some of those rules, especially the ones that say 6+. If you get a +1, well, 5 is a 6+, a 6 becomes a 7. So that's pretty scary to decide to shoot at these guys. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to deal with them. First, I get to draw my 3 super secret objectives. So don't look, man. Keep your back. Keep your back. All right. All right. My first one is this one. Well, that sucks. My second one is this one. Oh, come on. Seriously? And my third one is this one. Well, I don't know where that one is, but I'll check. It's right there. The carnivores are going to move. I'm not going to advance because I'd like to fire their weapons as much as I can. So. These Kroot are just going to back it up a bit. You don't have anybody else to come in, so I just want to keep these guys for backfield objective grabbing. And nobody else is going to move. So I am going to bring in all of my reserves, I think. First unit of bodyguard with the double plasma and then fusion with their marker drones is going to drop here, making sure they're mostly within 12 inches of these guys. They're not one unit. All 3 of them are within 12 inches of him, and 2 are within 12 inches of him, but staying more than 9 inches away. Going to drop the quadruple fusion blaster commander right behind them. They're bodyguards, so they can take wounds from him, and he's also a character, so you won't be able to shoot at him. And we're good for distance. Group of triple missile pod wielding crisis battle suits with their marker drones will drop on top of this building, so they'll actually get cover. They got 36-inch range. There's really no reason for me to push the distance if I have to stay back here. And the other group that's also triple missile pod will drop down next to them, being a little more aggressive, staying 9 1/8 of an inch away. And then the other commander with the, I said airburst fragmentation cannons. I apologize. It's actually 3 cyclic ion blasters. I don't know why I thought the airburst fragmentation, I think, would be totally useless. Not totally, but quite useless. He's going to land right here with his marker drones, making sure he's not the closest. But I did kind of botch that up. I should have had him, because basically what I'm trying to do is keep him within 18-inch range of these guys, so I don't get the -1 to shoot. Shooting phase, I got lots of marker lights, marker drones, and some pathfinders. I don't have any drone commanders, so these guys are all just hitting on 5s. Marker drones have the rule that they can move and fire heavy weapons with no negatives, but their ballistic skill is only 5+. So let's start with putting 2 on this Iron Strider, or is it Dragoon?
Dragoon.
5+. None. Well, then these 2 will try. You know what? I'm going to throw those 2 in them at the same time. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to do these 2 first, because if I get lucky... Okay, then the other 2. There we go. I just needed 1. Took a lot of shots to get that 1, but I'll be able to re-roll 1s when I'm shooting now. Put 2 marker lights into the front Dragoon. Yes, we got 1. And then 2 marker lights into the further away Dragoon. Nope. Per light against him. But it's going to be -1 to hit. It'll be hitting on 6s. Whatever. No, missed anyways. Well, these guys are -1 to hit.
Right.
So I rolled a 5 and did not actually get it. But the other one I did roll a 6, so we're good. And then I'll put the 4 Pathfinders into this squad right here, hitting on 4s because they didn't move. Hey, we got my 1. Just needed the 1 to get the rerolls 1s to hit. And now we will start with this triple missile pod wielding group of crisis battle suits. They are going to fire at your Dragoon. They are going to be at -1 to hit though, which kind of sucks. Got 18 shots. Normally they're going to be hitting on 4s, but they're going to be hitting on 5s instead because you're -1. But I get to reroll 1s. It has to be 4 modifiers, so it's just the ones that you see on the dice. So 5s to hit, rerolling 1s. Okay, marker lights really haven't done anything yet. Still managed to get 6 hits though, that's not too bad. We're looking, actually that's pretty darn average, so I guess that's too bad with the rerolls. We're looking at strength 7 versus toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Only 3. So you got a 4-up armor, it'd be a -1 with a missile pod, so you need to roll 5+. You did that! So D3 damage on the first one. 1! Woo. Fantastic. So he's down to 5. I'll have the commander go next with his 3 cyclic ion rakers. They're 3 shots apiece. I'm not going to overcharge him because I can't see why you'd want to, especially against a guy that gives you -1 to hit. But forgetting that for a second, they go from being 3 shots to D3 shots. They do go up to strength 8 from 7 and D3 damage from 1, but you're losing so many shots. I just don't see why I'd care. Yeah, it goes from 3 to D3, so you're on average going to have less shots that technically do more damage, but that can kill you. Well, they do mortal wounds. So I'm just going to go with the regular profile. He's normally 2s to hit, but you're going to give me -1 because of your incense thingies. Incense cloud. Incense cloud, because you stink like incense, and I don't like that, so I'm hitting you on 3s. Oh, what's with all the 2s? I reroll 1s. What the crap? Only 3. I can't kill him with 3. 3s to wound, at least? Okay, 2 wounds. He's normally -1, but I gave him the advanced targeting system, which is another -1. So you got a 6-up armor or 6-up invuln. Take your pick. Good. Oh, no. At least you didn't make both of those. I can't believe I rolled that many 2s. The 2s are my bane right now. Hey, we'll try it again. Triple missile pod on each guy, so 18 shots. And that -1 to hit is huge. So now I'm back to 5s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Oh, 2 hits so far. Oh, another 1. Maybe I'll get 3 hits so far. 4, 5. Could technically kill you with this. 3s to wound. Only if you fail all 3 of these. Your 4-up armor is down to 5-up. Fail all 3, you're dead. Oh, survives. Go ahead, drop him down to 1. Well, at least he's a close combat guy, so he should die in Overwatch. I'm just going to remove that marker light because maybe I'll have somebody else that can eke a shot on him. I'm not sure. Well, that sucked. So this commander is going to put all 4 fusion blasters onto these ones because apparently these things are indestructible. You're making me -1 to hit because of your incense. So I'm hitting on 3s. Okay, at least I don't see any 2s yet. There we go. Oh, it's going to be overkill. Strength 8 against toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Never mind.
What?
Never mind. Okay, so I guess these guys are going to try to do it. I'm going to put everything into the 1, because apparently that's what you need to do. These are rapid fire 24-inch. So there's 2 plasma rifles in each guy, so it's 6 plasma rifle shots, but they become 12 because I'm within 12 inches. But -1 to hit because you're incense, so I'm hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, that actually looks decent. Give me another 1 or 2. Okay, thank you. 4s. Strength 6. Boo! 3 of them. It's -3 armor, but you have a 6-up invuln. Cool, thank you.
Not that time.
They're only 1 damage apiece. He's down to 3. 3 fusion blasters hitting on 5s. Good, thank you. Strength 8, winning on 3s. Okay, good. 6-up. You're gonna get your 6-up invuln.
Yeah.
Go good. I think he's gonna die because these are D6 apiece. So if I roll double 1, you survive. 7 wounds. That's so yeah, I get him. He might explode on a 6. Everybody within 3 inches takes a mortal wound. There we go. So that'll be them. They lose 1 guy, and he takes a mortal wound as well. He'll be down to 5. Yay! The explosion did more damage than most of my weapons. The Kroot are going to fire into your infiltrators. Some of them are in rapid fire range, 24-inch rapid fire. So they'll have those ones will have 2 shots. 15 shots, because the front 5 are in rapid fire. So we're hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. This is the marker light. That looks like a good solid volley. These are strength 4, AP nothing, 1 damage apiece. So 3s to wound. All right, 6 wounds. You got 4-up armor, and you got 2 wounds apiece. So 1.5 dies.
Take from the back here, and then we'll put a wound on that guy.
Okay, just we won't put the marker there yet because I'm going to fire these guys at him. We'll have another 10 shots. Hitting on 4s, there's 10 shots because they're rapid fire, but they're 30-inch range, so 15-inch range gives them 2 shots, and they're all within that. So we are going to hit on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Ugh, 4 hits. Strength 5, but still 3s to wound. Yeah. No AP, so 4 up. Yes, finishes off the next guy.
This guy is gone.
All right, I got 2 of them. Broadside will go next. He's got 2 high yield missile pods. I'm going to put those into the infiltrators, and he's got 2 smart missile systems that don't need line of sight. But if I fire anything else, it'll be -1 to hit because they'll be more than 18 inches away. Because even though I don't need line of sight, apparently it being dark out still makes it hard for me to hit. Figure that one out. And I will put those into this squad of Vanguard. Sorry, those are Rangers. High yield missile pods first. I'm going to be hitting on 4s because you're within 18 inches against your infiltrators. Re-rolling 1s because you have a marker light. Okay, didn't get any 1s, but I did get 5 hits, so above average. -2 AP instead of -1 because I did give him the advanced targeting system. So we need 2s to wound. Thank you for not getting 1s. So your 4-up armor becomes a 6-up armor. You also have a 6-up invuln. These do D3 damage apiece, so you want to see lots of 6s here. No!
Not at all.
So we got to allocate these one at a time. So point to a guy and I'll roll.
Go front.
Okay, so D3. So he's dead.
Yep.
Next one. D3. He's dead. Okay, and the next guy's dead because it's 3 more. And so even without being D3, they're all dead. Yay! And then the 2 smart missile systems firing back at your Rangers. Hitting on 5s because you're more than 18 inches away. Wait, are you? Yeah, I think you were firing at me more than 18 inches away, right? So I must be too because I did not move. Hitting on 5s, no rerolls. Ho! Okay. Well, 6 hits. These are strength 5, and they're normally AP 0, but they'll be AP -1. And they ignore any cover benefits you would have, although you don't have any in this case. So 3s to wound against toughness 3. Yeah, 4 wounds. They have 4-up armor, so that becomes a 5-up with my -1. Nice. 4 die.
Goes from the back.
Yeah. It's 4 no-name guys, right? 110, 111, and 101 are dead now. And me talking about ignoring your cover reminded yourself that you had Shroud Summon.
Yeah.
So you actually had +1 armor this whole time for everybody.
Oops. But I forgot, so I'm not going to...
Yeah, that would be a lot of backtracking to do. For the most part, I don't think I did much damage, so it's okay. But that would have, in this case, you rolled those 4s, and he does not get it with them because the smart missile systems ignore all benefits of cover, and the Shroud Summon you count as everybody being in cover, even if they're out in the open. That's all I got for shooting. I was pretty disappointed in all that. I thought I'd do more damage. I didn't do no damage. I killed the unit of infiltrators, killed the Dragoon over here, which exploded, doing more damage. Didn't kill that one, but he's close to being dead, and killed 4 guys back there. That's not horrible. I expected to do a lot more, though. I thought all your Dragoons would be dead, especially that one by himself over there, getting all this firepower pumped into him. Just shrugs it all off. Even my commander just rolling all those 2s. It was brutal and it hurt to watch happen. Good thing I didn't overcharge it. He'd be dead. That'd be all mortal wounds from those 2s. But still, that was a good amount of damage. Now, am I going to charge? I'm not going to do any charges, as I just don't want to. And most of them would be too long anyways. So we go into the morale phase. Now you lost 1 guy here, but that's not enough to worry about it because your leadership's 7.
I forgot about that.
And you lost 4 guys there. Their leadership's 7 as well. You did not give them the enhanced data tether to re-roll this. So you're going to roll D6, add 4 to it, and if you get higher than 7, you lose that many guys. Nope,
All right.
you passed it. 3 plus 4 is 7, which equals your leadership. And the only other unit that took damage or lost models was the one that was totally wiped out. So no morale check there. So that is the end of my turn. Let's check my objectives. I can tell you right away I got secure objective 5, so that's a point. But I did not get any of my other objectives. So there's secure objective 5. And I'm going to throw away this one, audience, because that will be impossible. It's a pretty low score so far, 1-1. And your robots are about to get in there and just whatever they attack, they will kill, which is not going to be fun. They'll probably kill the broadside. I tried to screen them as well as I could, but I have a funny feeling you won't have a hard time killing those Kroot before they get their charge in. But it is the way it is. We'll just have to kind of see how it plays out. Now they got all my suits in coming from the side. You really did a good job of keeping me from dropping your backlines, because that could have been devastating. Popping these guys at the fusion or getting at your cataphrons could have really disrupted your lines, but instead I'm forced to just face you straight on, which is not what a Tau player wants to have to do. Let's go into AdMech, turn 2.
Don't I?
So you currently have how many objectives?
Well,
Did you throw one away?
I have the defend objective.
Oh, right. At the end of my
right.
turn, you would have got defend objective 6, because you can actually score this in your opponent's turn now. So you get that point.
Woohoo.
So is this your that's
Those
your
are
discard pile,
discard,
right?
yeah.
So this is your completed pile. We'll just keep it over here. So you've got 2 points now with First Blood. So you're down to 1 card. So you can draw 2 more, because you draw back up to 6 or back up to 3.
All
And
right.
I'll turn my head. You just show it and get nice and close so the audience can see it.
All right.
If you need to pause so you can read them, then do that. And you're good. You know you can accomplish these with the list. You don't have to throw any away.
No, or these are okay.
Before we drew your objectives, would you like to choose another one, or would you like to roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Benediction of the Omnicide, to reroll 1s for in the
Shooting.
shooting phase.
Got it.
First of all, I have the Dragoon just move up. He's gonna stay an inch away. Just be like, hello. Our Vanguard are gonna move up. They're not gonna advance because they want to shoot. Hope for some 6s when wounding to get double damage. And your robots are gonna go
The robots.
kinda.
You know that Isaac Asimov, that awesome sci-fi writer, I watched an interview and he says robots.
He pronounces it robot.
Yeah. And he like
Futurama.
yeah. I'm wondering if they actually got it from him. If they're just like a hat tip to him.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
funny.
actually said robots.
All right, Rangers here, gonna move up, get everybody in range. Maybe some
Closer.
rapid fire would be
Yeah,
nice.
maybe.
Tech Priest here is gonna move up 6, and so is Call.
Keep those bubbles going, and then your
And the Cataphrons will follow up 5 inches to
their Lehman Russ bases,
yeah, right.
closing that gap.
All right, the Vanguard here just gonna kind of tuck in, just not to get shot.
You don't want to get killed by missile pods.
Yeah, they can't move up far enough to really shoot more than 1 or 2 guys at the crisis suits, so I don't see the point in putting them out in the open just to get shot. Dragoon's gonna move up his 10, or at least most of it, to get towards the character there. And then I think the final movement here is gonna be the Rust Stalker is gonna move up 8, see if they can't get into combat as well.
Shooting phase. What's their target?
I'm gonna shoot at the battle suits, the crisis suits.
Can you start the plasma caliber?
Yeah.
Are you gonna supercharge it?
He's gonna supercharge because I'm rerolling 1s with my Canticle.
So you're 3s to hit.
All right.
Oh, there's the 2, but no overheats. It is supercharged though, so strength 8 against toughness 5. The suits are now toughness 5, not toughness 4, which means you're only gonna win on a 3.
Yeah. Let's see what we do.
Yeah, you roll a 2.
Let's.
Big difference.
I think we're gonna command point that.
You want to command point that? Okay.
I got it.
So you're down to 4 command
Oh,
points. Oh, and it's only
even
1s to
worse.
hit. Make them die. You have a phosphor blast pistol, which is
Yeah.
1 shot, ignoring cover, strength 5, -1. Hitting on a 3,
Oh, I
rerolling
get to
1s.
reroll that. Canticle, thank you.
Remember your canticles this time.
And a hit.
Strength 5 against toughness 5, so 4s to wound.
There we go.
I will keep it on this. I will not allocate it. You can basically, if there's a drone squad within 3 inches, I can always allocate a wound onto them. So this is before we roll saves, before we roll damage, but I don't want to kill one of them. I want to save them for when you hit me with the multi-wound stuff. And so I'm just going to keep it on. We'll put it on this guy back here. Actually, no, we'll put it on the middle one. And so our 3+ becomes a 4+. Saved. And then the rad carbines, the radium carbines are 3 shots each. So it's 21 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. That's pretty solid. Yeah, very solid. All but 2. 19 hits. These are only strength 3, but so they're going to win on 5s. But if you roll any 6s, those do 2 damage apiece rather than 1 damage apiece. So I guess technically we should have rolled them 1 at a time.
Oh. Yeah,
because they do different damages. But they don't do different damages, so do you roll them all at once? Because then how do we determine...
rolling this?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, because it's interesting because you're allowed to roll dice together, but we do them 1 at a time. That's just going to be a pain. Yeah, I guess you rolled 2 6s and a 5, so it doesn't matter. So what we'll do, the most advantageous to you would be to allocate the 1 damage one first. Because if you do those ones, I'll just put them on drones. Right? So is that what you'd want to do? I'll let you choose the order. Because essentially, I want to talk about fast dice rolling. When you see us rolling lots of dice, technically rules is written, you do everything 1 die roll at a time. Every attack, even if you have a guy that does 5 attacks, you're supposed to do them 1 at a time. But there's a section on fast dice rolling that basically says if all of the dice have the same result, if they all have the same hit, the same damage, the same AP, the same strength, then you can roll them together. But the problem is with these, they don't have the same damage. Now, if it was like the snipers where on 6s you do a mortal wound to the squad, not a big deal, right? Because that's kind of separate from the actual thing. But these ones actually become damage too, so they technically have a different damage. So you should roll them 1 at a time, but that's just a pain. So I'll just let you choose the order. Do you want to apply the 6s first or the 5s first?
We'll start with the 5.
I'll put it on this guy right here because he's a 3+ save. He fails. And now because he's down to 2 and each of the next ones do 2 damage, anytime they are attacked, I can always allocate to a drone, even though I've already got a damage, because it just says that you can allocate to a drone if they're within 3 inches. So I'm going to allocate 1, 4-up save. Ah, that drone dies. I really don't want him to die, so I'm going to allocate to marker drone from over here. It's alive. Phosphorus Serpenta from your Dragoon, same squad?
Yep. He's hitting on a 3.
And he misses.
He also can't. The Incending Combustors in the back of the Castellan robots are going to shoot into the crisis suits here.
It's basically 12-inch range heavy flamers, so D6 auto hits each. So 6. And these are strength 5 minus 1.
It's winning on 4s?
Yes. 2 wounds. So 4+ save on the guy that's already been wounded. Oh, he's wounded again. So in an effort to keep him alive, I'm going to put it on... I'm still going to try to put it over in this drone. So he'll be a 5+ save because they're 4+ normally. So 5+. Oh! Once again, the second one didn't matter.
Doomcrawler. Keep forgetting his name.
Crab blocker!
Shoot the same broadsides? No. Crisis suits.
Big ol' neutron laser, D3 shots. 2. It's more than 18 inches away. We still have our night thing going on. So you're hitting on 4s. Is he normally 3s to hit?
Yes.
Okay, so we missed 1. This is strength 10, so you're going to wound on a 2 because it's toughness 5. Oh no! And you've already used the command point or the stratagem to re-roll. He's got 2 heavy stubbers though that are in range and line of sight, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Toughness 5, their strength 4. Oh no! Well, these will be too efficient against him, so once again I'll allocate over to that marker drone, 4+. Dead. Now which marker drone do I kill? I gotta kill this one because I want to make sure that one's within range of the commander. So that marker drone, 4+. Also dead. Whoa. So that would have finished off a crisis battlesuit. Save your protocols for the win. But you did finish off a squad. I'm not sure if you had any objectives that it mattered for you killing something. Rangers, what's their target?
And we're shooting at the Kroot. Start with those.
They're rapid fire. They're in rapid fire range. So they got 4 shots instead of 2.
Right.
And you're within 18, so you just hit on 3s.
Oh, yeah.
And call is near you, so you get to reroll all hits, not just the 1s. 3s to hit. Oh,
there we go.
2 needs call, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? These are strength 6 against toughness 3, so 2s to wound. Yeah, okay. Kroot have 6-up save, and these are -1, so 4 of them just plain die. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little rules discussion we're having here off camera, and I'm trying to find it. I've gotten several comments where I've said things like, okay, you fire these, and let's say I remove the front 4, and let's say the next weapon is now out of range or out of rapid fire range. And so, okay, now it doesn't get as many shots or it can't fire at all. And I've had people comment saying, no, you check the range at the beginning. But we've both looked at it, and it's actually really weirdly worded. about it that it just says the only time it mentions range is that you can pick the target if one of your models is in range. After that, it stops actually talking about range at all. And it just says if you have multiple units, they can all fire. It almost makes it sound like only one guy needs to be in range for them all to fire, which sounds weird, but... So, like, for example, I killed one guy out front, not even thinking about it, and now he's at a rapid fire range for one of his guys. So, talk about it in the comments, but give me a reason why you think it is. Like, quote some rules about why you think that you check all the ranges at the beginning and you resolve all the attacks as if that was the range that they're at, even if some of the weapons have gone first and killed some of the guys. And I'd be curious to hear what you have to say about that. Right now, I'm just going to give you the extra shot, because you'd have one guy in rapid fire, so you have 5 shots from the rest of the galvanic rifles instead of just 4. So you're hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything, because call is nearby.
There we go.
3s to wound. Now, don't they do something on 6s?
Oh, 6s are AP 1.
AP minus 1. So the 3s, so I get 6 up saves against these, but nothing against those. All right, saved 1, so 3 die. Well, I might as well kill these 3. The rest are probably going to run away anyways.
I'm going to shoot the destroyer into the remaining broadside with his 5 shots. The other guys still aren't in range. Heavy grab cannon, hitting
More
on
than
4s.
Yeah, more than...
No, hitting on 5s, because now we're more than 18, definitely.
You're normally hitting on 4s, so you're hitting on 5s, but you don't get to reroll the 4s. Because call lets you reroll everything. Oh, look at all those 4s! You don't get to reroll any of them!
Oh. Now I want 4s.
Yeah.
1.
It's minus 3, so my 2 up becomes a 5 up. Not saved. And since I have a 3 up save or better, you do D3 damage instead of 1. 2. So he's down to 3. Attack Priest will try to hurt him as well with his Volkite.
Yep.
3 shots.
3 shots. We're gonna normally hit on 2s, but it's gonna be -1 for moving and shooting heavy, and -1 for over 18 inches.
So you hit on 4s.
We got 4s, but re-rolling for a call.
Yeah, except here's the fun thing. Those would normally be hits.
I don't get to re-roll now.
Because they would normally be hits, so you don't get to re-roll anything. You only get to re-roll 1s, because right now you have the canticles that say you get to re-roll 1s, and that's before modifiers. And this is strength
6.
So 3s to wound. Cool. So it's AP nothing, so 2 plus save. We got it.
Neutron laser from the Dune Crawler is gonna go way over into these. Are these the bodyguard or just?
They're just crisis suits.
Crisis suits.
Bodyguard on the other side of the table. D3 shots.
Oh, big number.
2. Normally hitting on 3s, right?
Yep. So
4s because of how far away you are. Yeah, that's a hit.
All right.
We can tell it's a 4. I'll allocate that onto this drone. He doesn't get a save. It's what, -4? Whatever.
3 or 4,
Yeah. It does D6 damage, but he's only got 1 wound. And 2 heavy stubbers as well. Hitting on 4s because you're more than 18 inches away. Reroll 1s because of your canticle. And wounding on 5. Strength 4 versus toughness 5. 1 wound. I'll stick it on him. 3 up save. Saved. That's it for shooting. So we're in the charge phase. You got some very important charges to decide.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Dragoon charge.
What is his target?
He's gonna target the. These are the bodyguard, right?
Yes, he's just going to target the bodyguard.
Yes.
Okay, that's important because I have the For the Greater Good, which allows me to overwatch within 6 inches. But if I use the For the Greater Good, then I can't overwatch again. But in this case, I am going to overwatch with, yeah, everything. Everything. I'm going to start with the marker light because if I hit with that, then everybody else gets to reroll 1s to hit.
I can make it.
We don't care about your incense thing. On Overwatch, you hit on 6s, regardless of any modifiers. No, that's way off. Really wanted it for the Fusion Blaster.
Yeah.
Because these things could take you out. Let's do the Fusion Blasters next. 6s to hit. Yarg! Okay, there we go. Strength 8 against toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Got it. It's -4. You got your 6 up invuln.
I got something.
Take your 6 up invuln.
Oh.
You want to command point that? I'm not suggesting that you do. I'm just reminding you that you can.
These are D6 damage?
Yeah, and I get to roll 2 dice and take the best one.
Oh.
I'm not saying that a 6+ is a good place to use this stratagem.
No.
I'm just making sure you realize that you could.
That'll be alright.
No? Okay. So I rolled. You're within 9 inches, so I get to roll 2d6 and take the best one. I need a 5+ to kill you.
No.
Got him. So, because he only had 5 wounds left. On a 6, he blows up.
See if you. I need it this time.
Nope.
No.
And so he's just gone.
Oh.
So to be clear, these guys cannot Overwatch again, but these guys can, because they were just doing normal Overwatch. They were using a special rule for the greater good. So now these guys want to fire or charge in.
They're gonna charge the bodyguard.
They're not going to multi-charge.
Well, there's not really. You're gonna be able to Overwatch.
I can't Overwatch. Period. These guys cannot Overwatch anymore, even normal Overwatch. As soon as I use the For the Greater Good power, they cannot Overwatch anymore. even if you
I'll
charge
charge
them.
both. Yeah.
So both are all three. We got a
I guess,
marker
'cause
light here
that's
too, because
there,
you'd have to stay more than an inch away from him. Yeah, I
Right.
don't think you want to do that.
No.
So you're gonna charge all three. I cannot overwatch with these two, but I will overwatch with them.
Okay.
Start the fusion blasters. This one's 9 1/8 inch away, so he won't get his special rule. So I'll roll him separate. So 6 is to hit with the ones that are close. There we got 1 hit, and then these are strength 8 against your toughness 7. So 3s to wound. There we go. Because these, you definitely want to take your invuln. You got a 5-up invuln, but you get a +1 to it because of Aegis. But it's important that we say it's a +1 to your die roll and not your invuln save. Because on a 6+, I take a mortal wound, and it'll finish off that guy.
That'd be sweet.
But now it's a 5+, because you're getting +1 to your die roll. So 5+ invuln. Oh! So he's going to take...
I think that's what I'm going to use a command point.
You want to use a command point right now?
Could be worth it.
Okay, so reroll.
Yeah, there we go.
So he dies. Mortal wound. See, this is another area where do I get to resolve his weapons at the same time? So right now we're saying yes, because that's how we've resolved it before. These are all being resolved simultaneous, regardless of what happens. But we're going to do the last fusion blaster first. 6 is to hit. And then we've got the plasma rifles. So we've got rapid firing plasma rifles, 2 on each of them. So that'll be 12 shots hitting on 6s. So I'll reroll that one, it's too cocked. 2 hits. Strength 6, so 5s to wound against your toughness 7. Good, I didn't want to wound you. Now you get to make your charge.
Alright, finally roll it. And,
Oh, I think you'll be
5
fine.
inches?
Yeah, 5 inches is all you needed. You were a little less than 6 inches away. And he goes.
Gonna have the Vanguard try to charge in because he can't Overwatch anymore.
So who are you declaring a charge against?
Against the bodyguard.
Just the bodyguard. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Need a
what's
10.
Ah. On this side?
This Dragoon's gonna charge the commander and that unit of drones. This is 1 unit of drones here, right?
Yes, they're within 2 inches of each
So I'm
other.
gonna charge those.
Okay, I'll Overwatch with them first, see what happens. Let's do the 2 marker drones first. 6 is to hit. Dang it, really like to reroll those ones. Then I got my 3 cyclic ion blasters. So they're 3 shots apiece from the commander, hitting on 6s. I got 2. You've only got 1 wound left. Strength 7, so 3s to wound against your toughness 6. You only have a 6-up save, and you don't have any more rerolls. So I will not reroll that one. 6-up save. Oh, good. You rolled a 1. Blows up on a 6.
Yeah, do it this time.
Nope.
No.
So he's just gone. Yeah, that would have been nice. You'd have done him, killed one of them and done a mortal wound to him. Now you know that if these guys charge, everybody here could Overwatch. Unless you're only charging on this side, then only these guys could Overwatch. But then you won't be able to attack them. So what do you want to charge? And if so, who are you going to declare charge against?
You know what? I figure Overwatch isn't as bad as regular shooting.
Yeah,
so
that's
these
true.
guys are gonna charge the commander
And the
unit of
drones. Okay, so then I'll fire him first, and we'll decide after. I'll fire the drones first, and I actually will fire with this drone. So I can get a marker light on you. Still no. The commander, yeah, the gun drones would have been missing too. Commander's going to fire his 3 cyclic ion blasters, once again hit on 6s. 1 hit.
Better.
And what do you need on 2s? That's a wound. It's -2 because I have my advanced targeting system, so you get a 6-up save.
Now I make it.
Yeah, look at that. Missile pods away! So we got 12 missile pods coming your way. 24 shots hitting on 6s. Give me a few here, guys. Thank
yeah.
you. 4 hits. Look at those. Their strength 7. 2s to wound. There's 4 wounds. Just -1, so you get 5-up saves. No, none of them. These do D3 damage apiece. Hold on.
Oh, D3.
You don't have 2 wounds apiece, so they don't just die. So I'll just roll them. Do you know what order you're going to do them in?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Start with this guy.
he's alive, and then he dies from the second one. That's what you want me to do. He dies.
No.
Come on, give me one more. Oh, he takes a wound. Need to roll a 9 or higher to make this charge.
Oh,
9.
They do.
That's a little tricky because I killed your middle guys, so you have to stay in coherency at the end of any type of move. So you'll have to use your middle guy as kind of a way to breach that gap. I think, yeah, that gets you in
Yeah, it's
coherency.
definitely in 2 inches.
End of your charge phase, I could do heroic intervention. I could have my commanders pile in, or not pile in. They move 3 inches towards the nearest enemy. But I think I'm going to choose not to do that, just in case. Into the fight phase. Which ones do you want to attack with first?
We'll start with the Rust Stalkers, because even if you do interrupt me, I'm not really scared of Crisis Suits punching the robots.
Okay, so why don't you pile them in 3 inches first, if you want. Right now only 2 of them can attack, and they can only attack marker drones. There you go, now you got the commander. And you did declare a charge against him, so you are able to attack him. You can start with your cord claws, because they do extra mortal wounds when you roll 6s to wound. You got two guys who can attack the commander.
Yep. Hitting on 3s.
3s.
Good.
And then what strength are these guys?
They are strength 4.
So 5s to wound, against toughness 5.
That's what we're looking for. And
Yeah, and I can't take those off the commander and put them on drones, because it just says the target unit takes D3 mortal wounds. And, oh wait. Hold on, let me double check that. And you know what, I could actually allocate those off. So roll the D3 and I'll decide what I want to do with them. So just one. So I could do, I'll just take the mortal wound on the commander. Trying to save the drones for anything that does multiple damage. And then he did do 2 wounds against the commander. It's AP nothing, so I'll have him take the first one, 3+, and the second one, 3+. We're good. And then got one more cord claw from him against the drones, hitting on a 3. And then wounding on, what is he, strength 4? So 4 is to wound. Oh! That'll be against the drones, so D3. Just roll the D3 mortal wounds. You might kill them both. There you go.
All right.
3 mortal wounds, you killed them. We don't have to resolve anything else. And, oh shoot, we were supposed to declare all your attacks. So I'm assuming all your attacks were on him, and all his attacks were on the drones.
Yeah, he would have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rest wanted to go on.
Yeah, we should declare that before we rolled them all. So 4 more attacks from them with their regular close combat weapon. What do they have for their close combat?
This is the Transonic Razor.
So it's what, strength and AP?
Still strength 4, no AP. Kind of the same thing. If I roll a 6 to wound, it just does 1 mortal wound.
Nice.
Instead of normal damage.
3s to hit. Oh, jeez. So these are strength 4, so 5s to wound.
We want 6s.
Well, you get 1 wound.
1 wound.
Okay, we'll not pass this off to the drone because it's just a single damage. 3+. We're good. They've done all their attacks, and now they can consolidate 3 inches if they so desire. And I'm not going to use any command points to interrupt this. I could use it so that this guy could pile in and touch him so that you wouldn't be able to pile into my commander if that is if that's what you're going to decide to do. So you just get to activate your robots. What do they want to do?
Pile in as close to that commander as they can get.
Which is basically just get him in base contact with the other 2 guys, and then the one behind him just move up behind him. And where do they want to allocate all their attacks?
I'm going to put everything onto the commander.
Is that one my warlord? Good question. We never even talked about who our warlords are. I'm assuming Call's your warlord.
I think I said that way back when, but...
Yeah, I don't even know what warlord trait I have. I forgot. So you know what? 4+, he's my warlord, because I got 2 commanders on the table right now, and I'm not going to choose based on the fact that there's robots right in front of this one. Nope, the other one's my warlord.
Either way, I'll kill it.
So you've got 6 attacks between the 2 of them, attacking him with strength 10, 3 damage apiece, -3 armor. So I'm
only hitting on 4s.
Only hitting on 4s, and I'm hoping you're going to miss a lot of these. Oh, there's just 1! So strength 10, so you're looking at 2s to wound. I will allocate that wound to this marker drone.
Yeah.
And he will just...
3 damage.
Crunch. So basically I get to do all my guys now because you have no more to go. So I'm going to start with the commander. He's going to do his 3-inch pile-in. He's not touching him right now, so he's going to use that 3 inches to get closer, but wrap over here. He's got 4 attacks with the weapon skill of 3+, so 3 hits. And then he is strength 5, and your toughness 7, so 5s to wound. I have no AP or anything. Oh, 2 wounds. So you got a 3-up save, but you got your Aegis protocol on right now, so +1 to your dice rolls.
Oh.
1s always fail, regardless of modifiers. Actually, it wouldn't matter because you're 3-up save, so that 1's become 2.
Oh, I'll put on this one.
I'll do my bodyguard next. Now you actually are touching this one, so I can't move him at all. I'll pile in 3 inches this way. Since they're bodyguard, they have 3 attacks each, but they still only hit him 5s. Woot, 1 hit. Strength 5, so 5s to wound. All right, if you roll another 1, you take another wound. That would be hilarious. Oh. Yeah, you rolled a 6. Should have done your invul and make me take a mortal wound, but no. And then on this side with my commander, no piling in because you've got me in base. I'm assuming this guy's in base too. I'll kill one of the guys in base, hopefully. So I got 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Yeah, 2 hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound against your toughness 3. And you get your 4-up save, otherwise that guy dies. Hey. He's alive! We got some morale tests to do. We lost 1 drone over here, so if I roll a 6, the other one runs away. Yep. Let me just double check that, but I think that's the case. Yeah, he's only leadership 6, so beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep. Leadership 7 on them. Yep. You lost 2 of them. Ooh. So you don't roll a 6 and you're fine. Yeah, we're good. You're good. Lost 1 from this squad, but they're leadership 8, so they will not be able to fail that. The crew have a leadership of 6. I've already lost 7, so basically I'm going to lose D6 plus 1 more. And I rolled a 3. They're out of there. So not bad. Not bad at all. Do you, did you make any of your objectives?
I got 1.
Which one? Prove it.
Hold the line.
Score if you have at least 3 in your deployment.
Completely within my deployment
Yeah,
zone.
you definitely do. And nothing else?
That's it.
Do you want to throw any of them away? You don't have to tell me what they are. You can just say that you are throwing one away.
I think I can get him. I'm going to hold on to him.
Okay. Right. But let's just see what happens as we go into Tau turn 2. Beginning my turn, I have one objective right now, which is this one. Pause it if you need to read it. We're going to draw 2 more. This one. And this one. Beginning my turn, I'm going to activate the Montka Master of War special rule on this commander, which you can do once per battle, and all friendly set units within, so basically these guys, within 6 inches can advance and shoot as if they did not move. So they will not take any penalties to that. So it's only going to affect them, but I thought, why not use it? I'm going to try to do this in such a way that your data smith is the closest, but we'll see. And I did manage to get him slightly closer than this squad, so if I want to, I can fire and try to kill him. I don't know if I'll care, because he's pretty far away from all those robots to repair them and change their things. What are they called? The Aegis Protocol, all that stuff?
Protocols.
The protocols. Commander's going to fall back, move forward 8 inches. He can pass over guys because he has fly, and because he has fly, he'll still be able to fire. Won't be able to charge, though. Marker drones here are going to move 8 inches. I already pre-measured this, so I'll get within 3 inches of both of those squads, so they can defend them. Question I just came up with is, if these guys advanced within 6 inches of him, would they be able to fire as if they hadn't advanced? And we're not sure. We're going to go with no, because it says you declare at the beginning of the turn, and it says, the rule says friendly units within 6 inches can advance and shoot, but we're going to assume that that was at when he started. It could be otherwise, but I'm just going to play it safe. I'll still jump them down, though. I'm going to make sure I still have line of sight on some of your vanguard. These Kroot are just going to back up and bubble wrap this objective for no reason whatsoever. None whatsoever. Fire warriors are going to move forward, staying in cover but getting more guys into rapid fire range. And the marker drone will just kind of jump up between them so you can save your protocol, any of them. And I'm going to fall back with this commander. And these guys will fall back up next to him, because vehicles can't come up here. So we're going to hide from them. Shooting phase. 4 Pathfinders are going to... them. Firing at them. Firing at them. You hear me? Firing at them. Hit on 4s. Booyah! We got 3. So what 3 does, the 2 makes, we don't care about 2, I don't have any destroyer missiles or seeker missiles, but at 3, I can advance and fire, or move and fire, and not caring about heavy weapons or assault, all that kind of stuff. No penalties there. But really all I cared about was just getting 1 on to reroll 1s to hit. So the marker drone will try to put 1 onto the squad out front, 5s to hit. Nope. And these 2 marker drones are going to put them onto this squad. Nope, they're 5s to hit. Now we're going to do quadruple fusion blaster, fusion blaster, at the Castellan robots who've got their Aegis protocol on, which means in 5 pluses on their invulns, you're going to be bouncing those shots back at me. But you don't have any incense, so I'm going to hit you on 2s, and you've got at least 1 marker light on you, so I get to reroll 1s. Thank you. Oh, come on. Seriously. Strength 8 against your toughness 7, so 3s to wound. Okay, I'll keep that. I'm not gonna do it yet. Actually, you'll be a -3, so you might as well take your invulns. You're 5 up invulns, but you get +1 of this, which means 5s and 6s give me mortal wounds and bad dreams. Hey!
All bad.
So 1 at a time, these do d6 damage apiece. So obviously we're on that guy, and I get to roll 2 dice and pick the best one because of how close I am. Yes. Oh, I didn't say that. So he's dead. Do they blow up when they die?
They can, yeah.
So on a 6, they do d3 mortal wounds.
Don't.
No.
Thank you.
Right. What it do to its own? And then I'll do d6 more damage to this one, rolling 2 dice and taking the best one. Command point. Yeah! He's dead! There's nobody within 3 inches, so exploding doesn't matter. Holy cow! Woo! These guys made me nervous! Oh. Next up, we'll have these 4 fire warriors. The 5th one can't see. They will rapid fire into your rangers. So 8 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, thanks, never mind. Oh, no, never mind. There was no marker light. So good thing I didn't roll any ones.
Oh, yeah.
3s to wound, strength 5, and no AP, so you got 4 up saves, or guys die. You're good. My commander is going to fire all of his cyclic ion blasters at your rust stalkers.
Yeah.
Didn't get any marker lights on them, so we've got 9 shots hitting on 2s. Oh, 7 hits. The strength 7, so 2s to wound your toughness 3 guys. Oh, and they're -2, not -1, because I have advanced targeting system, so you got 6 up saves. Most likely they're all dead. Okay, you made 2 of them, so that's minimum 5 wounds, which is exactly how many you have left. So I don't even have to roll the fact that they do D3 damage apiece.
Oh yeah, doesn't matter.
So they're all gone.
No.
These 3 crisis battle suits with all their missile pods. I know I'm closest to the data smith, but I really don't see how he's going to be too effective because he no longer has robots to heal. So I'm going to try to, it's going to be a little overkill. 18 shots, maybe it'll be overkill. I'm only hitting on 4s, there's no marker lights. So I'm going to fire at your rangers. 18 shots from them hitting on 4s. Wow, that's pretty bad. Only got 7 of them, but they're strength 7. So 2s to wound, because you're toughness 3. That's a lot. They're only -1 though. They don't have the advanced targeting systems. So you get 5 up armor instead of 4 up. Nice. Oh wait, maybe.
No.
5 die. You had 6.
So who do I want to keep?
Yeah, which one do you want to keep? Do you want to keep the sergeant for the better leadership, or one of the better weapons?
Yeah, we'll keep the alpha. Maybe he won't run away.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And then these 3 will do the same thing, or hopefully even better, to your vanguard. These are vanguard, right?
Yep.
And I did check line of sight when I moved them. You can see them over here. I know you can't tell with the camera, but if you get down there, you can see them. 18 shots hitting on 4s. Oh, that was better this time. Still below average though, but I'm not going to complain because these are going to do a lot of damage. 2s to wound. There we go. Same thing, -1, so you get a 5 up save instead of 4 up. Nice. Made 3 of them, so 4 die.
All right. So we'll take these guys that are
So I didn't kill as many.
picking out the side.
Hit more but kill less. That's how dice work, right? The harder you hit, the more it hits back. Broadside will be next. He is going to fire his smart missile systems. He's got 2 of them. I really want to kill this one last guy because then this tech priest will be closest to these guys and they can put fusion blasters into him. But I don't want to overdo it. But I'm hitting on 4s, I'm hitting on 3s, and you got a 4 up save. No, he's got advanced, so you'd only have a 5 up save. So 1 set of them should be enough. So obviously I need to use 2 because the dice will screw me over otherwise. 2 smart missile systems into him, and then all the high yield missile pods into your cataphrons in the back. 8 shots in the smart missile system, hitting on 4s against the ranger out front. See? Wow. I told you! No. High yield, I guess your tech priest is saved for one more round. So high yield missile pods against your cataphrons hitting on 4s. See, that's more like it. 5 hits, but still, yeah, I should have hit with all of those to get average. Strength 7 versus your toughness of 5, so we're looking at 3s to wound. Okay, this is making up for it even more. We got 4. Now these are at -2. Normally -1, but I do have the advanced targeting system.
Right.
So you're up to 6 up saves, so you can just roll all of them. So you made 1, so 3. These are 3 wounds apiece. A peach. Every peach they have, they get 3 wounds. And they have 1 peach each. So they are 3 wounds apiece. See how I did that? I totally recovered from that. You want to start in the back? So I do D3 damage. So if I roll 5+, he's dead. Nope, so 2 damage, and the next one will kill him. So he's gone. And if I roll a 5+, I'll kill the next one, him. Is that your next target?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, just 1 wound. He's down to 2, because now he only has 2/3 of a peach. What? And now their guns will fire. I don't want to waste on him. We're going to fire at these guys, everything. 4 plasma rifles, nobody's in rapid fire range, so we're just going to hit on 4s. 3 hits. 2s to wound, these are strength 6. So 3 wounds. They're -3 AP, so you got your 6 up invulns. Dude! Well, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I've killed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And they miss. That's the end of my shooting. Pretty darn good shooting. Killed your rust stalkers over here. Killed a lot of that squad. The Rangers killed some of the Vanguard squad, 4 of them to be exact. And finish off your robots, which was a pretty big win. Just the commander by himself did it with his fusion blasters. So thank you, Cullen. And you can go have words with Cullen after.
We're gonna have words.
You have words. I'm not going to do any charges. I can't actually, because anybody who would happen to be within 12 inch, which I don't think anybody is, all fell back. So even though they have fly, they can't charge. So we go straight to the morale phase. So roll 3+ and he goes. Yep. Aww. So he rolled an 8 and he runs away. They lost 1, their leadership 7, so they're fine.
Yep.
Same thing with your cataphrons. But this squad lost 4, also leadership 7.
Yep.
So roll 3 or less and you're fine. You're good.
Yeah.
So no more runaway, just the 4. So here are my objectives. I did not get any of them. And I'm going to throw this one away, I think. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm going to throw it away. So I still only have 1 point. So it's still 3-1 at the end of turn 2. So you still have 2 objectives. So draw one more. I'm turning my head so I can't see it.
All right, I think that one is doable this turn.
Okay. Battle round, so you've got your Canticles. So you've already used Shroud's Bomb, or Shroud Psalm, and Benediction of the Omnicide. Do you want to choose another one, or do you want to roll?
I think this time we're going to roll.
And Call will let you +1 or -1 to it. So you can choose between 1, 2, and 3. Reroll failed morale tests, and roll d6. No, that's not going to be good. So...
Yeah, we'll go with Incantation of the Iron Soul and reroll.
Yeah, reroll hits of 1 in the fight phase. Yeah, that's probably your best one. Reroll morale test. That would have helped you a bit this turn. One thing I should point out before we go any further, I think I mentioned that these guys will get cover for being up here. I thought for some reason they're infantry. Because I'm thinking back to the 7th where they're jetpack infantry. Now they're not infantry, they're just jetpack. So they do not get cover just for being in cover. They actually have to get partially covered, which probably would have given me cover when you're shooting at them over there. Because there's some times where you're shooting through all the trees, but I thought, oh, they're infantry, they don't get it. So I think it's worked both ways, although I don't think you've ever shot at a guy on the top of a building. Either way, I still would have jumped them up there because it keeps them away from your vehicles, because they don't have fly, so the robots wouldn't be able to catch them.
And Doomcrawler, Doomcrawl his way up.
He moves 8 inches at full health.
Vanguard are gonna swing around. I'm regretting killing the ones that I killed.
Why, because they were closer?
Yeah, they could see better. Cataphrons are gonna shuffle over this way. See if they can destroy some crisis suits. Alright, Doomcrawler forgot to do this last turn. See if I can move him within 3 inches of the center of that objective.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be real close.
So there's 3 inches right there.
Looks like he's just out.
Yeah, just
me.
out.
No!
You can't cram him any further. You want to start moving this way then, so next turn you can get over there?
Yeah, I guess if I'm not in range here, it makes sense to keep going.
Yeah, because the next turn you can grab it. So I'll just...
Straight up 8 inches this way.
Now, do you want to decide after realizing all of this and measuring all this, because you could have pre-measured all this before you even declared it. If you roll, he can advance D3 inches, not D6. If he rolls a 3, he can get to here, he'll be on the objective. So I've had people say, don't you have to declare in advance before you move? And the answer is technically yes, because you roll it before you move. But like, if you haven't gone on to move something else, then just move him back and say, you know what, I'm going to advance instead. So I really don't see why this would ever be an issue, even in a tournament. So would you like to advance?
I'm gonna forego shooting with him to advance because I need those points.
It's a lot of shooting he's foregoing. What'd you roll?
2.
2. Did you want to use a command point?
I will use a command point.
You need to roll 5 plus to get that 3. Oh, he gets it. Okay, totally worth a command point because that'll be D3 victory points because he already kind of let slip. It was way over here. He already kind of let slip that you've got supremacy, which needs 3 objectives.
Vanguard here just gonna move up. I keep wanting to say advance because I'm thinking they're getting closer.
Well, I don't. There must have been a reason, but I don't know why they chose advance instead of run.
I really don't understand why.
Age of Sigmar says run. It says run, and they're just basing it off of a lot of the Age of Sigmar rules. Like, can you think of a disadvantage to calling it running?
I don't know
because maybe you think, oh, you ran, you can't shoot, but you know they specify that assault weapons can shoot if you run. That's all they have to say. So I don't know, because I want to say advance every time I move up because I'm advancing. But then I guess if I move back, I'm not advancing. Whatever. You got your triumvirate right here. Your Call, a regular tech priest, and a little data smith who's just so happy to be near Call. But they're kind of stuck out in the open in kind of the front. So where do they want to go?
So Call's just going to move up, kind of around the edge of this land speeder.
Get his 12-inch pistol in range.
So tech priest here is just going to move back up onto the tank.
He's infantry, so he can go up there, and he gets cover. Who's shooting first?
We're going to have the data smith shoot his gamma pistol into the crisis suits with missile pods.
What's the stats of a gamma pistol?
So we got, he's going to hit on 3s.
One shot?
6, 1 shot. Pistol 1. Strength 6, AP minus, I just said it now, I forgot.
Minus
2 or 3.
And then 2 damage?
2 damage.
You got to hit first. 3's to hit, re-rolling because Call's nearby. He's like, sir, sorry, sir. Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Strength 6 against toughness 5, so 3's to wound. You got a wound. You know, I'll actually take it. I won't put it on a drone, so I will put it on... It kind of matters. Doesn't matter. I'll put it on him. So it's -3, so it's 3 up save becomes a 6 up. Fails. 2 damage, so he goes down to 1. And Call has a solar atomizer. Is he firing at the same unit?
Yes. Shoot.
D3 shots. 2. As well.
Because he tells himself to do it better. Or is it?
Hold on, let's just make sure. He's on the field. You
friendly
can...
Mars units.
Yeah, and he's a Mars unit. He's friendly. Well,
he's
to
friendly
you.
to himself.
Yes. And what's the strength of this pistol?
10.
Strength 10.
It's not a pistol. It's that big gun.
Oh, but it's assault D3. I see.
Yeah.
And if you're within half range, it has damage D6, but you're not. So 2's to wound. Strength 10, toughness 5. Oh, just 1 left. If he had done 2 wounds, I would probably kill him and then pass 1 off to the drones. You got your Vanguard. What is their target?
They're going to be shooting those same battle suits.
They have their rad carbines, radium carbines, 3 shots apiece, so 18 shots hitting on 3s.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad. Do 1 at a time.
So technically we're supposed to do these 1 at a time, because if you roll any 6s, they do 2 damage. But let me check something really quick. Yeah, because the drones are within 3, so I am going to care. So let's just rapid fire this. Just go. No. Yes. It's AP nothing. You know what? I'm going to pass it on. 4+. Good. Keep going. No. Yes. I will take it. 3+. No. I take a wound. He's down to 2 wounds. Keep going. No. Yes. I'll take it. 3+. Down to 1 wound. Stop it. Yes. Okay. I will pass that off to a drone. 4+. Yes. Keep going. No. Okay. Stay with. Oh, there's 2 wounds. I will definitely pass it off to a drone because I'm down to 1 wound. 4+. Yay. Keep going. No. And no. And just so you know, that was the correct way to resolve that. It's really a pain, but they're technically different damages. So, yeah.
Destroyers into, again, those same battle suits. Try to take them out.
You want to start with your heavy grav cannon?
Yep.
So 5 shots.
5 shots.
Hitting on 3s are... Hold on. Stop. Are you within 6 inches of your tech priest? Because you get to reroll 1s.
No.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at that. That's a data smith.
Yeah.
So you got 3 hits then, strength 5, so 4's to wound. So 1. I'll keep it on him because it'll do D3 damage, so I'd rather have it wasted. It's -3, right? So he'll get a 6 up save. You know what? I'll put it on a drone and just kill the drone. That one. Then you got your plasma. Do you want to overcharge it to make it strength 8 and 2 damage apiece? Or you just want to keep it at 1 damage and not worry about killing yourself?
No, because we got too many rolls. We're going to not overcharge.
Not overcharge. So D6 shots. 1. Hitting on a 4. Oh, you see what it died. He just slays the model, not even mortal wound.
Luckily. Doomcrawler, see if we can do something at the same battle suits, because I can't shoot that commander. I was really hoping to
kill him, and then you'd be able to fire at him, yeah. Neutron laser! D3 shots. Hey, there we go. He moved, but he has his Doomcrawler thing, which means it does not get the -1 to heavy weapons. So he's going to be hitting on 4s. No, 3s.
Looks like he's within 18
He's
now.
within 18 now, yeah. So 2 hits.
Didn't matter.
Now he's a strength 10, so 2's to wound.
If I can not roll a 1 here.
Okay,
finally.
Good. So they're -4. I am in cover, so I would have a 6 up save, but I'm going to pass one of them off onto the drone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my 6 up save first. Because if I make my first 6 up save, then I'll roll the second one and just kill the one guy, because it does D6 damage. So if I roll a 6 here, this is awesome. Nope. Okay, so he dies. Because that's what would have happened anyways. And crap.
Now you're not in range of the drone.
Yeah. Whoops. So 6 up save.
Yeah.
Oh no, you do D6 damage. Minimum 3, he's
Minimum
dead.
3.
Oh no, it's so bad. Why did I do that? I did not think ahead. I would have still had 1 guy left.
Finally.
Heavy stubborn's wasted though, because he's fired the same squad.
Oh yeah. The tech priest here is going to shoot his Volkite blaster at the bodyguard.
He's like 18.5 inches away.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s instead of 2s.
And he moved, shooting heavy weapons, so
4s. 1 hit. Strength 6, so 3's to wound, but 6s give him mortal wound, nothing. And lastly, your other Vanguard. What's their target?
We'll start with the plasma thing into the bodyguard again.
Is everybody going to fire at him? Because we got to declare all their shots before we start.
They are going to fire at the bodyguard, yeah. We're not going to supercharge this time.
Yeah. It's actually 2 shots, so you only rolled 1 dice. Roll again.
Hey,
2 hits. Strength 7, so 3's to wound. 1 wound, it's -3, so my 3 up becomes a 6 up. I don't get cover from being on here. Not saved. So down to 2 wounds on him. And then you got a pistol.
Yeah, the Phosphor Blast pistol.
He is in range.
Yes. I just
3s to
checked.
hit.
12. Misses.
18 shots from your radium carbines hitting on 3s. Not bad. Perfectly average 12 hits. Now these are strength 3, but on any 6s you do mortal wounds. No.
No.
Oh, they're 2 damage apiece.
Again. Here we go.
Okay.
5. No.
Okay, keep going. Okay,
There's
6.
2.
They're AP nothing though, right? So 3 up, or otherwise he will die. Okay, we're good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, 5. 3 up. Oh, he's down to 1 wound. Keep going. No. Okay, 3 up. He's dead. He's dead!
Woo!
Oh, lucky you. Keep going. Keep going. Actually, you can do the rest at the same time.
I
Yeah.
just got 1 more.
1 more. 3 up. Dang.
Did you?
I passed 1 of the 4. Straight to morale, because you're not going to charge. This is the only squad that has to take morale, because you killed the rest of my suits over there.
Yeah.
And he's going to pass it, because he only lost 1 guy, and he got leadership 8. And you don't have any to take morale, because nobody died on your turn. So let's talk about objectives. I got defend objective 3. Holding those guys for 2 turns. That's 2 points. So we actually been counting points wrong. You actually have 4.
Right.
Because you had defend objective 1 of them, so that's actually 4 points there. Or 2 points for that 1 objective. Did you get any of your objectives?
I did this time.
What'd you do?
I got Supremacy.
So that's worth
Only
D3.
3 objectives. So D3.
What's it worth? 2. Okay, that's good.
Not bad.
And so that's 2, 4, 5 plus first blood is 6. Did you get any others?
I didn't, but I'm gonna discard 1.
Okay. That means the score is 5-3 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So staying ahead by points, and actually did a lot of damage there, killing 4 of my suits. You know, and I only have like 11 of them. That's a lot. This one, not likely. I get to draw 2 more. This one, and might be able to do that one. Gonna have my commander jump down here and the bodyguard jump down right in front of him. So now they're both closest to call. I'm gonna try to take him out. So 1 fire warriors is going to come up to here. So they have cover and he can fire 2. My Kroot are going to advance. So it's 5, so 12 inches total. Keep a few of them back in case I need to get back to this objective. Marker drone's going to jump forward. Well, you know what? I'm going to just readjust their movement a little bit, because then the commander's going to jump up to here. Just get within 3 of that drone, but not be the closest. Let's put 4 marker lights into call. He is the closest, so I can fire at him. 4s to hit. You got 3 marker lights on him. And then I'll try to put the marker drone onto these guys. And I fail. Try to put a marker light onto your vanguard. 5 plus. No. My commander is going to try to have the honor of killing Cull. He's got 3 marker lights on him, which will let me reroll 1s. I will fire all 4 of my fusion blasters at him. I'm not within 9-inch range to get to roll 2d6 and take the best for damage. But you've only got 8 wounds. But you healed D3 wounds at the beginning of your turn, and your buddy Tech Priest could get over there and heal another D3. So I gotta kill him this turn. I can't leave him even with 1 wound. 4 fusion blasters hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. There we go. Ooh. Strength 8, first toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Command point. Oh. These are minus 4 AP, so you get your invuln of 5 plus.
Oh, 1.
D6. Yeah! Got 6 of his 8 wounds.
Damn.
He's down to 2, so thankfully, even though I only got 1 of them through, it did a lot of damage. So now the bodyguard's going to try to finish him off, but he'll give the honor to the commander because the commander's like nudge him on the shoulder saying, hey, take a shot at him. 1 fusion blaster, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Winning on a 3. Yes, and you got your 5 up invuln. Yeah!
Oh.
Dang it! Stop it!
You done.
2 plasma rifle shots, so we got rapid fire. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, and then wounding on 4, strength 6. Oh no! Well, then my actual commander will try to get the glory for it, so he is going to fire at call as well. Don't like it, only 1 damage apiece. I know I could supercharge it, but then I only get D3 shots apiece, and I think in the end, mathematically, and then I kill myself too. Although I do get to reroll 1s. You know what? What the heck? I will probably get less shots. Okay. 1 less shot. That's totally worth it.
Worth it.
Because now these are strength 8. That doesn't matter. Still wounds you on 3s, but they're D3 damage, or they're 2 damage apiece instead of 1. Still the same minus 2 AP because of my advanced targeting system. Hit on 2s. 1s cause mortal wounds, but I get to re-roll them thanks to the marker light. We're good. These are minus 2, so your 2+ becomes a 4+. Fail just one of these and he's dead.
Yep.
Oh wow. Shoot, I didn't even need to supercharge it. Okay, ding dong, the cull is dead. Well, not really, because fluff-wise, we're not allowed to kill him, right? He's just incapacitated.
He's hiding under the Land Raider.
Yeah, he's like, oh, no, I'm dead. I swear I'm dead. Just look, this is just a big pile of wires. And now I've got all the missile pods. I think I want to use them to try to finish off your destroyers. 18 shots hitting on 4s. Okay. Slightly above average. I got 10 hits. Wounding on 3s. Strength 7 versus toughness 5. I think that's slightly below average. Only minus 1, so your 4-up becomes a 5-up. Oh, man. They're both dead,
Saves.
no matter what, because you have 2 wounds and 3 wounds, and these do D3 apiece. Broke one.
Yeah.
Does it
He's
come
not
off?
glued.
Oh, okay. The 5 fire warriors will fire at your data smith. He is closest, so I'm able to target him. So I'm hitting on 4s. They're rapid fire, but they're not within 15 inches. But they're also within 18, so they don't get minus 1. And data smith, what's toughness?
4.
3s to wound. 2 wounds. What's the save?
2 up.
All right, no armor modifier, so he's good. Broadside's closest target is these vanguards, so I can't fire at any of your characters. But you know what? I kind of want to fire everything at them anyways. Let's do the missile pods. Hitting on 4s. Ugh, wounding on 2s. There we are. They're minus 2 or minus 4, whatever. You got 6 up in bones, so 2 of them die. Your choice.
Attack from the back.
Smart missile systems hitting on 4s. Also not that great. 3s to wound, strength 5. And they'll be minus 1 because I've got my advanced targeting system, so you're 5 up armor. 3 more die. Okay, you know what? That's better. Of course, I'm not going to declare any charges, which means we go straight to the morale phase. The last 5 guys here, their leadership is 7, so you need to roll 1 or 2.
I do have the canticle to re-roll if I need to.
That's right.
And
You don't need to.
All right.
Objective-wise, I do have hold the line. I've got my marker light broadside suits and my pathfinders back on my side, so that's a victory point right there. I did get Slay the Warlord, and I am going to throw away this one. That actually ties the game at the end of turn 3, 5-5.
Oh, no.
I've got 4 victory points plus Slay the Warlord, and you've got 4 victory points plus First Blood. Oh, it's actually really close. We're both doing lots of damage to each other. You're running out of guys, but you know what? So am I. So let's see what happens as we go into AdMech turn 4. You currently have 1 objective, so you get to draw 2 more. My head is turned. Ta-da. Remember to throw away any that are impossible based on the original list configurations. You're good?
Very good.
In Canticles, you can choose any except 4 and 6, or you can roll, but you don't have call anymore to modify your roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna just roll this time.
3, reroll 1s in the fight phase.
That's not very
Hit rolls a 1.
Vanguard here gonna move up. Make sure everything's in range. I might shoot those Fire Warriors. Maybe Pathfinders. We'll see. Crawler is gonna crawl up 8 inches here.
And these Vanguard.
They're just gonna move up 6. Data Smith's just gonna back up into the terrain, so he's got a little bit of a save.
Just do your best. Wobbly model syndrome.
He's there.
Shooting phase.
Our Data Smith's gonna try to plink off that last marker drone.
So you
hit
can
on
use
a
better stuff
3.
against the crisis suits.
Hits.
And then what's the strength?
Strength 6.
3s.
Yeah, so
AP?
that'll kill him AP minus 3.
Okay, then he's just straight up dead.
Well, the Vanguard here shoot their radium carbines into the battle suits there.
18 shots hitting on 3s. And then unfortunately I have to do these one at a time. 5s to wound, 6s do 2 damage.
Here we go.
I won't be passing any of them off though, so at least there's that. Okay. There's
we go.
1, 3 up. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's
there's 2 damage.
2, 3 up. Good. Keep going. Oh. Yes, 3 up. Saved.
No.
Nothing.
Crawler, we're going to shoot the neutron laser into the battle suits, and then his 2 heavy stubbers will actually go all the way over to the Kroot.
D3 shots for the neutron laser.
Ah,
3, nice. And this time he's within 18, so he doesn't care that it's nighttime.
finally.
3s to hit. Hey, look at that! It made a difference. These are scary.
There we
Twos to
go.
wound.
This is what I've been waiting for the whole game.
Oh, no!
Command point.
Oh! These are -4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check if I have cover. You're dead then.
I'm gonna roll anyway.
You don't have to roll. It's minimum 3.
But it's more fun than
It's minimum
You did 5
3.
wounds to him.
Yay! Heavy stubborn to them. This time hit on 4s because they are more than 18 inches away.
There's 2 heavy stubbers, just
Yes.
so people aren't like, hey.
Hey, why roll 6 dice?
Yeah, that is
4's hit. 4's hit.
Well,
And then 3's to wound. Yay!
2.
6 up save. Dead. So you might actually make more of them run.
This Doomcrawler is going to shoot his neutron laser into that same squad of battle suits, and then his 2 heavy stubbers will go into the fire warriors that are on top of the tank.
D3 shots with the neutron laser. 3 again, but hit on 4s because you're so far away.
And
1, and that did make a difference. 2's to wound. You're out of rerolls. Well,
Yeah.
not out of command points. You got 1 more command point, but you can't do this.
I kind of want to see how many times I rolled 1s for damage with the Doomcrawler.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
A lot.
And then heavy stubbers into the warriors. 4s to hit again because you're far away and it's nighttime. 3's to wound. Strength 4 versus toughness 3. And I've got a 4 up save normally, but I'm in cover, so I have a 3 up save. 1 dies. And 1 dies. What's it?
So we got 3 Vanguard left. They all have different weapons, of course, at this point.
What are they firing at?
So we're going to shoot the fire warriors on the tank. They got Omni specs in the unit, so they're ignoring any bonus you get for cover.
You got 1 pistol out of range, though.
He's not, yeah, so he's going to shoot these guys because they're the only thing in range. The
Start with the...
plasma caliber?
You gonna overload
He's
it?
not going to supercharge.
That's a good idea. So you're hitting
Let's
on
see what it would've
3s.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
you're
you're
within
within
18, yeah. And you're wounding, what is it, strength?
Strength 7.
Doesn't, you know, yeah, it's good.
So
It's
2.
good. And it's minus what?
3?
Okay, then they're dead. So you got 4 up, they don't get cover, so it becomes a 7 up. A rad carbine?
Yep.
So 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, wounding on
4s.
4s, and
But
it
2
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter,
They're only 1 wound each. AP nothing, so 4 up. Yeah, because the omnispecs. There we are. And then the 1 pistol, hitting on a 3.
Hits.
Strength what?
5.
Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
That's a wound. What's the AP?
Nothing?
It's -1, so I got a 4 up save. Oh! 1 damage.
Tech Priest here is going to try to finish off that bodyguard with his Volkite blaster.
What is it, 3 shots?
3 shots. He didn't move this time, but...
And he's still within 18.
Oh yeah, we
So
mentioned
2s to hit.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
we are. AP.
Nothing.
3 up saves. Oh, you got him!
got him!
Just barely.
Whew.
It's a big deal. It's a fusion and 2 plasmas. And a shooting. You want to do any charging?
Not this time.
Let's do some morale checks.
Woo.
So these 2 guys lost 3 of their companions. Their leadership 7. So I'd have to roll a 5 to lose a guy. If I roll a 6, I auto pass because they have bonding knife for sure. Hey, auto pass.
Oh man, I forgot about the bonding knife.
Kroot lost 2 guys. Their leadership 6, and that's 4 plus 2 is 6. They passed their morale test. And we're leadership 8 on these 2 because of the Chazvray, and so losing a guy, even if they were leadership 7, they would be fine. Can you give your objectives?
I got 1, yep.
Which one?
I got secure objective 1.
Yes, you did. Where is
With
one?
the Doomcrawler here, so he didn't move.
Okay, that's why he didn't move.
He was holding on to that, and I'm going to get rid of another one.
So the score is 6-5 for Admech right now. Objective, just a reminder, it is this one. I had to remind myself too. And now we're gonna get this one. And that one again. Well, the Kroot are advancing, so they're gonna go 9 inches. And they're going back! I wonder what I rolled, or what I drew. You know what, it doesn't really matter. These battle suits are gonna jump over to here.
Bring it.
He's gonna go on top of here. I'm just gonna put him here, but he's right there.
Okay.
And then my commander is going to jump back here. And this commander will move forward. I'm going to adjust him to go right here. Make it a little harder for your neutron laser to get me. Shooting phase. The 2 fire... Oh, actually, no, let's start with our marker lights. Marker lights first, always. Let's put 2 of them can see those Vanguard, and the other 2 will fire at these Vanguard. So 2 at these. There we go. Just needed 1, but I got 2. Hit on 5s. Oh!
Made a difference.
Well, then he'll try. He'll hit on a 6, though. No, it doesn't matter. Marker drones haven't hit anything, but they've done a lot just by absorbing wounds. 2 fire warriors are in rapid fire distance of these Vanguard who do have marker lights on them. We don't care how many, there's at least 1, and that's all we need to know. It's either 1 or 5, that's the 2 that matter. So I'm hitting them on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, it only got me 1. 3s to wound. Yeah. Well, then he'll kill them with everything. He really has no choice because they can't shoot the characters and he can't see anything else.
Literally has no choice.
So, high yield missile pods first. Got 4s.
Wow.
2s. Yay! It's -4. You get 6 up invuln.
Yeah. Oh.
Somebody dies. Kill them now. No more omni specs. Yay! Now the smart missile system. 4s. Come on! Okay, you know what? That was technically above average for this one roll.
Yeah.
3s to wound. Okay, good. And you've got a 5-up save because these are -1 instead of 0 because my advance. Good.
Yeah, they're gone.
That's important because now my commander is closer to your tech priest. So he'll fire all 4 fusion blasters into your tech priest, hitting him on 2s. Tech priest's toughness?
4.
Oh, wounding him on 2s. Nice.
Ooh.
These are -4, so your 2-up becomes a 6-up, becomes a 5-up because you're in cover.
All right.
Do you have a better invuln?
No, he's got a 5-up invuln.
Okay.
So either way.
All right, he's in trouble. How many wounds does he have? Does he have 11?
Yeah, he's got 12.
Yeah, right.
He had 5.
Yeah, I got him with one of them. See ya. Commander over here is going to supercharge his cyclic ion blaster into your data smith. Looking at 3d3 shots. Nice. 8 again. On 2s, but they're supercharged, so any 1s will cause mortal wounds. Oh, no mortal wounds, baby. Okay, that didn't matter because I rolled 4 1s, but it will matter for doing 2 damage apiece. These are only -2, -1 for the weapon and another -1 for the advanced targeting system. So your 2+ becomes a 1+, becomes a 3+. So you should actually survive this because I rolled so poorly on the damage. Yeah, 2 damage.
All right.
With the damage roll. Probably worked out to the average. Let's put all the missile pods into them. I'm tired of them. Got 12 shots between the 2 of them with their 3 missile pods each, hitting on 4s. Yeah, this should do the trick. Wounding on 2s. Yeah, and they got a 5-up save because they're -1. And you've got 6 guys left, so I guess you could save enough of these.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine, they'll be fine. They'll be... Oh.
Oh, wow.
You did. You had 4 die. You rolled 5 5+s out of 9. But you know what? It's still neutered
good.
them. And shooting phase, I'm not going to charge because you got a power fist on that guy, and I'd rather you take Overwatch. But we do have a morale check. These guys lost 4 guys, and their leadership's 7. So you roll 3 or less, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Again, you made it. Come on.
Lucky.
Morale exists for a reason, man. Run away. So I got 2 of my objectives, secure objective 6 and secure objective 3. That's 6, so I've got more guys than you, even if you are within 3. And there's 3. And I'm going to throw the other one away. I take the lead! 7-6 for the Tau. This is such a close and super bloody game. So let's see what happens. We go into Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 5, possibly the last turn. You got 1 objective, you get to draw 2 more. I'm turning my head.
What do we got? Okay.
Yeah, could do it.
Possible.
Yeah.
And okay, I like that.
Okay. Then beginning of the battle round, I guess we should have done this first. You can just roll on it. 4! Shroud Psalm, so you get to count as being in cover.
Could help,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, good.
Data Smith's gonna get out from the tree.
He can't heal himself, right?
Correct.
He can only heal Castellan robots.
He can heal other friendly units. Or he can only heal robots.
But even the tech priest can't heal himself.
Right.
Only others.
The Vanguard just move up into the...
Remember, you count as being in cover even out in the open. You got Shroud Psalm on right now.
Oh, I did roll that, didn't I?
You did. So you don't need to try to get covered this turn. And it lasts for my turn, too.
True. Yeah.
We'll stay where they are?
Just stay there.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me about Shroud Song.
Shooting phase!
This Doomcrawler is going to shoot his laser into the suits, and then his 2 heavy stubbers into those crew again.
D3 shots of the neutron laser. The mighty neutron. Oh, hitting on a 3 though.
Yeah.
Hey. Just for a second. I do have cover, so you're -4 right now. So I have a 6-up save. You know what? I just might as well roll it, and then you're just going to kill one because it's minimum 3 damage. Yeah, you killed one. And I'll kill the one that was sitting right here. 2 heavy stubbers against the Kroot, hitting on 4s because you're further than 18 inches away, and wounding on 3s. Ouch! 2 with a 6-up save. 2 die.
Right.
Might make them run. Want to try to finish off the last suit?
We'll do neutron laser into that last suit, and then the heavy stubbers I'm actually going to put in the commander. No.
Unfortunately, you can't actually declare. He's not the closest.
Right,
Since you declare them all at once, you can't hold on to the shots and then put them into them.
We'll put everything into that last suit then.
Just in case the neutron laser doesn't do it. Yeah, there's not really any other target. So D3 shots. Oh, this should do it. 4s to hit. You're more than 18 inches away. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. 2s to wound. Oh. And so I can't save that. So he just dies because you do minimum 3 damage.
Vanguard and take their shots into the commander now that he's all alone.
6 shots.
On 3s.
And they can roll these all together because it's only one guy. So 5s to wound. 6s are 2 wounds, and you don't get any. And the Data Smith is last. What's he firing at?
He's going to shoot his Gamma pistol at the commander right next to him, the green one.
Well, you can't target the other commander because he's not closest.
Oh, yeah.
So hitting on a 3.
3.
Misses.
Nope. Miss.
To the charge phase.
Data Smith's going to charge that commander.
I will overwatch. I'm not going to overcharge. 6s to hit. See, that's why.
Okay.
3s to wound. You get -1, so you get a 3-up save. Sorry, -2, so 4-up save. Ah, you made it. Charge range.
Plenty.
10.
Yeah. And now that he's engaged, I'll have the Vanguard charge.
Okay. How far? I don't know. Unfortunately, no, that's not going to make it.
No.
The fight phase, you got your good old power fist to try to finish me off.
But yeah.
Yes.
On 3s.
Good start. 2 hits. These are strength.
8, yep, so 3s, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Nice.
Getting there.
Backing up a bit there, you're actually -1 to hit with the power fist. So you had to roll the 3 and a 4 for the hit. So you actually only end up getting 1 in. So 6-up save. Nope, so you do D3 damage.
Wow.
1.
Only 1. Exactly cheating.
Yeah, whoops. And yeah, I guess knowing that it's only 4s to hit now, this makes them a little less effective, and a little less scary. I'm going to hit you back. You're still scary, though, because you got a 2-up save. I'm not going to be able to kill you. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Yeah, see? And then winning on 3s. Strength 5 versus toughness 4. You get 2-up saves. You get to roll double 1 to die. You're fine. Ooh. Morale. These guys lost 2. Leadership 6. Nope, nobody else runs. Did you get any objectives?
I got 1.
Which one?
Secure objective 1 again.
Ah, you keep rolling that one.
And overwhelming firepower.
You kill something that's shooting.
That killed,
So you took the lead. So you took the lead. How many points do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
Yeah, so the score is 9-7 now. I think we counted our points wrong last time. The score is 9-7 for the Adeptus Mechanicus as we go into Tau turn 5. We've got no objectives right now. So this is one of them.
3 new 1.
Okay. On camera, I'll do that. Okay. See, I just want to keep reading this. Next one. All right. So for this one, I do this. Dang it. This is a weird one. Priority orders received. Immediately generate a bonus tactical objective. It doesn't count towards your number of active. Your warlord is the only one that could be used to achieve the bonus attack. So, but I got advance, which is score a victory point if no unit from your army is within your deployment zone at the end of your turn. Does that mean that the warlord is the only unit that can be used to achieve the bonus tactical objective?
So as long as he's not...
They must be the only unit controlling an objective marker, the unit that destroys the last model, and so on.
This sounds like as long as he's not in your deployment zone.
That's going to give me 4 victory points.
For that one?
Yeah, because if I get the advance, I get the bonus one plus 3. Does that seem right? Do you know what? Okay, let's just put it this way. I'm going to give you the choice. Would you like me to redraw the objective until it's something that he specifically can do, rather than something like advance? Or would you like me to just take advance and take 4 victory points?
Well, I mean...
Yeah, it's totally fine for you to say, because I want to leave it up to you. You're not going to sound like a jerk saying redraw, because it seems weird.
Yeah.
So either he's going to get the 4 victory points, or we're going to say that let's redraw it. Let's redraw it. Because right now this is me getting 4 victory points.
That's super easy, yeah.
That's too easy. So you know what? I'll say I'll redraw, because I think it's a better thing for me to say it than you, because it sounds like you're just being like, no, I don't want you to have those points.
Well, I don't want you to have 4 points.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put this aside and reshuffle it into the deck.
As long as you're the one okay with not...
Yeah, see, that's... See, that's exactly the same one, except opposite, so... Okay, so there we go. There's the bonus. I think in rules is written that just having him being the one advanced, but it just felt weird. I don't want to win the game that way. And that one, nice. This commander's going to move over, getting his 4 fusion blasters in line of sight and range. And warlord is going to fall back. Go somewhere that'll be hard for you to draw line of sight to. These crew will advance, so 9 inches. And they're going to move to get out of line of sight of that Dooncrawler's heavy stubbers. They are troublesome. The broadside is going to move. I know he'll get -1 to shoot, but I just want some other targets so you can see those Vanguard there. Can put all 4 marker lights onto this Dooncrawler. -1 to hit because I'm more than 18 inches away, so 5s to hit. Good. So I'll be able to reroll. I got 2, but it's really just to reroll the ones to hit. And then marker light on him. 5 up. Yay! Hit him with the marker light. It is amazing. 4 fusion blasters into this one. Not within melta range, but still within range. Hitting on 2s. There we are. So what's his invuln?
5 up.
Yeah, because basically he's not going to get a save even with cover. 5 up. Go on. Go, 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 go. Oh, you made 2. So I do d6 damage. 5. If I got 1 more damage, then he'd actually be affected by it. Just for fun, we'll put the 2 fire warriors into your data smith. Rapid fire, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s thanks to the marker light. And we got 1, wounding on a 3, and then you got a 2-up save. Go ahead and make it, and if you fail, okay, good. Gonna supercharge, fire my cyclic ion blasters at your data smith. 3d3 shots. Okay, that's lower this time. That's only 5 shots. Hitting on 2s, 1s cause mortal wounds on me, but I get to re-roll them because you have marker light. Good. It's strength 8, so 2s to wound. Nice. And they are going to be -2. You do count as being in cover. So your 2 up becomes a 1 up becomes a 3 up. I should pick up the die. Any drop dice. Ah, it doesn't matter, you're dead.
Yep.
They do 2 damage apiece, so you just have to fail 1. So he's gone. And then the broadside is going to put everything into those 2 Vanguard. Start with the smart missile systems because they ignore cover. They're going to be hitting on 5s though because I moved.
Oh.
3s to wound? Okay, and they're -1 because of my advanced targeting system. So you got a 5-up save, you got 2 guys left. Good!
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, can you imagine if I actually killed your Doomcrawler? You'd only have a Doomcrawler left. So I drew Kingslayer, and I've already killed your Warlord, so I get D3 victory points. Oh, I got 3! Oh, I was even going to use a command point to reroll that. So Kingslayer's worth 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10 to 9. So I am winning. I am going to throw away one of these. This is either mission critical. Yeah, I'm going to throw away mission critical number 2. It's basically to secure objective 2. I'm too far away from it. I'd rather keep the other one. I'll just tell you what it is. Defend objective 5 with only my commander, but it'll be worth 6 victory points. So that'll only be attainable if we go to turn 7. So it's kind of my ace in the hole if we go that long. Essentially, he can just jump back there, make sure he's not the closest, and if the game keeps going, then I will totally win. 10 to 9. You know what? No matter what happens, this was an awesome game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way closer than I thought it was going to be.
No kidding.
Like the second turn.
Actually, I thought it was going to be a close game. Looking at the armies and looking at how the first couple turns went. So, you get to roll. The first player rolls to decide if the game continues. On a 3+, it continues.
Oh.
You're good. So you don't have to use a command point to re-roll it. So we go to turn 6.
Need it.
Beginning of the battle round, do your canticles. You're just going to roll it.
Roll.
1, re-roll morale test. That's useless. You've only got 2 guys left.
Oh well.
You need to draw 2 more objectives.
Objectives.
I'm not looking. I promise.
I can't do that.
Like it's impossible? Is it a psychic one?
Impossible. Yeah, it's a psychic one. I'll have to double check that one.
If you wonder, you can just say it to me and I'll tell you.
Oh, just if I can get to it.
Oh, I see.
On the table. So good.
This Doomcrawler is going to move over to no longer have line of sight on this guy, so that the nearest will actually be my commander for Warlord kill and deny me all those victory points.
This Doomcrawler is going to move up 8 as well.
What's his target? Pathfinders?
Yep.
Everything?
Yep.
Seems a little overkill to use a neutron laser.
Seems
D3
like it.
D3 shots. Oh, 3 shots hitting on
like it.
4s. Okay, and you're killing them on 2s because there's no way that -4 I'm going to get cover from. 2 die.
All right.
Keeping my shot spray alive. And then double heavy stubber. 4s to
I'm a
hit.
little nervous about killing too many. But...
Yeah, if you kill them all, then you don't get your. Oh no!
Oh yeah, that is a. Oh,
Yeah, do you want to use a command point to reroll? 3s to wound. Oh, you're lucky.
1. Okay.
That's
so
good.
Just fail that.
4 up save. Oh no! You know what? I've got enough command points that I can auto pass the morale test. But it's Cloak and
just a
Shadows.
Pathfinder.
I know, and if you hadn't told me that you had it, then I wouldn't do that because it's just a Pathfinder. So I won't do it.
I feel like you probably would have figured it out by now by the way I've been talking things. But still.
But the fact that you just come out and said it, I just can't take advantage of it now. I just don't want to be a bad sportsman. And now you're gonna go for a Warlord kill?
Yes.
So you're gonna put everything onto him because he is the closest visible because he can't see him. Neutron laser.
Your D3.
Yeah,
Oh,
one shot hitting on a 4.
Yeah.
Nice. You want to use your last command point to reroll
You know,
that?
I will, cause
It's probably worth it.
I don't. Yeah.
Last command point. Oh, not worth
works.
it. And all the heavy stubber shots.
See if they can.
They can do it. 4s to hit. No, they're not doing it. 5s to wound. 1 wound with a 2 up save because I have cover. Yay! So I will roll a morale check.
Oh yeah.
So I lost 3 guys. Leadership 7. So once again, I need to roll a 5, not a 6. If I roll 6, I auto pass it.
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1. We're good. So no points for you this turn?
Nope. Didn't score.
Did you want to throw away any of your objectives?
Sure.
We might go to turn 7, and we're only 1 point difference right now.
Yeah, I'll get rid of one here.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay. I drew psychological warfare. I'm just going to tell you that. And oh, come on, really? Actually, you know what? That's not too bad.
I was hoping to be over here.
No, I'm just gonna come over here and hide. We're good. Commander's gonna jump back into 5. Drone's gonna get in front. Fire warriors are gonna get in front, out in the open. This commander's gonna pop around this side. You're not getting away from me!
Yeah, he's dead.
I'm killing one of the doom crawlers. Oh yeah. I'm within 9 inches. So I won't move the Pathfinder. Even though I want to put him in front of the commander as well, I will not. And just in case you somehow eke through, looking through here at the commander, I will put a bunch of Kroot out front of him. Gonna put a marker light onto him. He's more than 18 inches away, so -1, so 5's to hit. Yay! That's all I need. 6. Yay! He's a super awesome marker drone. Didn't even care about the actual result. So fusion blasters firing at him, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s thanks to the marker light. There we are. Winning on 3s. You know what? Command point.
Might as well.
There we go.
Oh.
So what do we have here? 5 up invulns?
Yeah.
Dude!
Oh.
Well, I can still kill him.
Yep.
I'm within 9 inches, and I can't use a command point.
Yeah.
You've made 3 of them. 4.
Oh,
So he's down to 2, but he's down to
not very good at this.
he has his lowest bracket. So I think his ballistic skill's 5+, and his movement is 4.
4 inches.
And he has 1 attack now.
Yeah, but
Yeah. He's out of range. That's all my shooting. Everything else is out of range. Well, you know what? 2 fire warriors are in range. Firing at him, hitting on 5 because he's so far away. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's out of range and he's out of sight. And he can't... His smart missiles don't need line of sight, but they're 30 inch. He's out of range of that. So end of my turn. I did not get any of my objectives.
woohoo!
Yeah, but I have started.
By 1, right?
I have started to get some of my objectives. I'll throw away one of mine. Oh, I mean...
Yeah.
Sorry, I actually said 4. I wasn't trying to trip you up by saying that. The audience saw that I pulled 5 and said 4, so they might have been thinking I was trying to trick you. Yeah, I got defend objective 5 as a priority one, so I'll get 6 victory points for that at the end of your turn. But we'd have to go to turn 7 to get that. So I'm winning right now, though. So I think either way I'm going to win.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you want to play it out? Because
Yeah.
is there a way you could pull off killing my commander before he gets his victory points?
I don't know.
There might be. No,
I don't think so.
no, I don't think you have enough.
There's any way I can.
Because one unit would have to fire, split its shots, and kill 2 things. You got 2 heavy stubbers and a neutron laser, so you could.
Maybe?
Yeah, not really, because there's 6 of them. You know, let's just roll. At the end of turn 6, the second player's turn. Person has second turn gets to choose. Gets to roll. Thank you, words.
There we go.
On a 4+, we continue. Okay.
Alright, so dice decided.
Game is over. Either way, I think you wouldn't have been able to get to my commander, and I would have got 6 victory points for that. And even if you did get to my commander, I would have got 2 victory points for this. So you could have rolled D3 for killing the warlord. Maybe you would have rolled an objective that you would actually need, like no prisoners.
Yeah.
Killing something. If you had rolled no prisoners, then that could have been. What are your next ones? What do you currently have?
I was still trying to get psychological warfare, and
Which
I had
would be
secure
pretty much
objective
impossible
5.
now, because except the Kroot.
So this turn I would have drawn scour the.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's anything with fly.
Oh, fly. That's right. Not just flyers.
Yeah, so you get a victory. You'd get that victory point probably. You could kill.
Then I'm gonna kill this
You
one.
could kill the
instead.
nearest commander.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't get you more than that 1 victory point. Good game.
Either way, it was good. Yeah, it was way closer than. What was it? Your turn 2. I was like, no.
Well, you thought you were going to lose?
Your turn 2 wrecked me.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was much closer the rest of the game than I thought it was going to be. So good game.
This is giving me a lot to talk about. I can already see there's a lot I still have to learn. Obviously, playing different armies and different, like maybe a more close combat style army. It'll require different finesse or different loadouts. But drones are huge
Yeah.
for keeping my guys alive.
They were awesome for that.
They were ridiculously awesome.
Not so good for the actual marker lights.
No.
But for
Now I see why he's like, just bring gun drones, because they're 2 points cheaper, and it's not like you're going to hit with them anyways.
True.
At least with the gun drones, you get more shots. So, because I think they're 4 shots each, maybe 2 shots. I don't know. I didn't even look because I just wanted marker drones everywhere. But I didn't really. Yeah, they never hit. It was an interesting scenario too to play, where we're both shooting armies and they get that -1 at longer range.
Yeah, it was kind of nasty.
Yeah, it really did make a big impact to the game. So well, thanks a lot for the game. I'm going to be talking a lot about this in the Tau Faction Focus, which is in the other video, so I'm not going to bother doing much of a post game here. But yeah, I really like the battle suits. They were a lot of fun to play. They gave me a lot of versatility. I know that in 7th they had a lot of versatility too with all the different things they could do, but I just love a lot about how they functioned, and their guns are nasty. Yeah. Just nasty. Ooh. Absolutely nasty. Commanders are nasty. I can see now what people are saying.
Yeah, thanks Cullen for Fusion Blast.
Yeah, Cullen!
That's dead. No, that's dead.
Yeah. He didn't take a Doomcrawler out, though. Should have, but he didn't. He made all those 5-up invulns. Thanks so much for watching. There's going to be another Tau Battle Report in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below. You can click that now. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click it, get a free 7-day trial, get instant access to that battle report, thousands of others, as well as all our faction focuses, all our how-to plays, everything else that's in there. Thanks so much for watching. Happy wargaming.